Guys, what is going on? We are back in BMX Streets. Recently got a little update today, so the game's feeling just a little bit different. But, oh god, this music's just a little too loud. Hold on. But yeah, it's still feeling pretty good. And then we've got about 20 minutes until XGAMES BMX Streets, where we could potentially see Mr. Reynolds take it home once again. Yo, what up, Bandit? Oh, 180 crook, cab bar out. Oh, yo. 450 down whip. Switch 450 down whip. So yeah, we're just going to cruise around here for a little bit. There's been quite a few maps that have came out since the last time we played, and there's some really good ones. One of them is being the one we're riding right now. I cannot remember the name, but we'll check it out in a second. Oh, cool. Yeah, okay. What are we on? We are on Tiny Bongle Skate Park. We've got a couple really fun ones. This one's pretty fun. The Sam Pitt Theater, or the Sampy Theater. But we're gonna be on Tiny Bongle until X Games, and then I think there's like probably a little break between Street and Flatland. So then we'll probably check out another map. God. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Okay, I'm a little rusty. And the game did just get updated. It's feels pretty much the same, just some things are a little bit different. Oh god, that was not a down whip. Alright, let's try some quarter pipes. I think the transition is allegedly feeling a little bit different. I have noticed a little bit. There's like a kind of aggressive like spin assist thing, which we'll see in a second probably. Yeah, so I'll like spin in 90 and it does like this weird like twist. Yeah, sometimes it catches you, sometimes it doesn't. Oh yeah, I forgot tabletops don't work. No tables, unfortunately, with a invert. Okay, we can invert. So yeah, my rotations on quarters, they feel a little all over the place. Still flowing though. Oh god. It's so fun to just flow a ball in this game. Can I do baby tables at least? Little baby tables. Oh god. Yeah, a little twist sometimes just... Hey, that'll help with my whips. Because even though it like spins me a bit, this should just correct it a little bit. Oh man, I keep forgetting. I do so many tables. It's unfair. It's not right. Yo, Andrew, what's going on? Hatsune? Have I played Deltarune? No, I'm not sure what that is. What is it? What up, Twin? Yo, what up? Can I check out Scooter Flow again? It's had a massive update, and the grinds overall just look so much better. If I'm being honest, no. I feel like I've been saying that for a while. I don't know if it's you specifically that keeps asking. I have checked out every update in Scooter Flow as they've rolled out throughout or since the last time I've played, and I don't know. I'm not really a scooter guy, and like I would just rather play and make videos on this. Actually, I'll make you a promise. The next time it gets updated, I will 100% without a doubt make a video on it. I don't know when the next update's coming, but... Oh, that overcook. Too bad I got out of it so bad. What else do we got to ride in here? We got this bowl. Oh, it's got a spine. Let's go. No 360 tables, unfortunately, but... Oh, that's not a spine. Okay. No, not what I meant to do. Not what I meant to do there. Dude, I would love to air over that. That would be sick. If I hit it like super angled. No, not the Sui. There we go. No, we were on a roll there. Hey, what's up, Mayhem? About time. It's been a while since we streamed. It's been like a month. Oh my god, that was weird. Oh, we successfully landed at tabletop. Let's go. Oh, got kind of lost there. God. No. Game looks so smooth. It's pretty smooth. It's pretty buttery. Okay. What's going on there? Oh my. How do I do that? Is that just... It's not straight up. It's to this side. Oh my god, okay. I gotta do more of those. Yo. That's sick. Oh. Nope. He was not into that one. Damn, this bowl flow's nice. L map? What do you mean? This is a sick map, Jared. No. Oh yeah, let's see if we can. Lose a lot of our speed though. See if we can get that Kevin Peraza. Oh god. We gotta get the Kevin Peraza. Flare down. Wow. Yeah, we got XGAMES in 10 minutes. God, it'd be so hard to make that look as good as Kevin did. God, I could probably just ride this bull for the rest of my days. This shit is just perfect. Okay. Hello, OldPotato. I'm a huge fan of your older riders. Look on those videos. Those videos got me through some tough times last year. Yo, I'm sorry to hear about that, Swag. I gotta make a new Riders Republic video on these new pocket toys. I've actually played with them a little bit, like the plane and the hovercraft, and I can't lie, like as goofy as they are, they're actually like pretty fun. And I think they have pocket toy mass races, so it'd be fun to give that a go. Okay, let's get on this roof. Oh, hello. Let's get on this roof. Oh, okay. What can we link that up to? Okay, no. What can we link that up to? I think if I get maybe a little bit more speed, like just air this. Oh, that's gonna be hard to gap out of that. Okay. Okay. I was gonna say maybe we could turn around half cab back in, but that seems unlikely. Unless I come out from here. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. We've got a kind of a short timeline here. Oh god, no! I messed it up. Damn, that's gonna be tough. There's more spines in the other poles. Is this your map, Jer? Sorry, I forgot. I didn't look when I saw it in mod.io. That's how I should have known. It's so good. There it is. No, half cab way into that would be sick. Listen to Bandit. Oh, Scoot's getting an update as well soon, Matt. The dev is adding combos for more flow. Check it out. Yeah, I test for it for Scoot. And the new tricks and just like, I can't remember how far back the public build is, but like the game feels incredibly smooth. Sorry, what am I trying to say? The game actually feels quite a bit smoother than public, just all around. I have mastered the new physics. Oh, definitely not. But yeah, I mean, I've got a lot of hours on them, so I'm pretty comfortable with it. It's just sometimes, you know, the odd glitch or bug will happen. God, bugging me that I can't table. Oh my god, another Kevin Perazza shout out. Oh wait, we can get onto this roof. Wait, is it actually kind of set up to like combo the roof transfers? I keep holding right trigger to fly out. Like, that does not do anything, does it? I'm playing it like 1.0 still. Oh my god, if we grinded that. Because I was thinking you could probably like pop out of there and then maybe onto that one. I think you're reading old messages. No, I always just read the the top of the chat. Stomper got it right. But I read the bottom of the chat that time. We're switching it up. Sorry, I only ever just look at the... It's hard to play this game good and do combos and flow through here without looking at the screen, believe it or not. I'm not that good. Alright, wait, this is... What happened to my chill Joby? Oh shoot, 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 20 seconds until BMX Streets. BMX Streets until BMX Street in the X Games. Who do you guys got your money on? Who do you guys got your money on? I'm rooting for Devin, as always. But I don't know if any of you guys saw the practice runs from Garrett. My God. I mean, Garrett's always a threat at X Games, obviously, but he was going kind of insane during practice. Oh, sick. Who's taking part in X Games this year? I mean, I think it's for the most part, at least for Street, the exact same lineup as the previous X Games. So, God, I don't even think I could name everyone off, but the ones that I know for sure are Devin Smiley, Felix Prangenberg, Jordan Godwin, Garrett Reynolds, Courage Adams, Boyd Hilder, and Kevin Peraza, and is that it? Is that everyone? Can't believe it's been a year since I went to X Games. Yeah, time flies. It does just be two whip fake on roof jump. Two whip fake on roof jump. I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you mean. Daily rest enjoyer. Oh. Flare quad whip is so nuts. What BMX games do you recommend? I have a $15 budget. I don't know if you can buy any BMX games for $15. I would say just get Mashbox because it's free. I would say get Mashbox because it's free. As long as you're on PC. Like if you're on console, I'm not really sure there's anything I could recommend at the moment. God, that's so annoying. Oh, I forgot about this one. Oh shoot, we're into BMX Streets. We are in.
Raza right there. He's got back-to-back gold medal performances in this event. Boyd Hilder, who won Japan, and of course, as you just mentioned.
Okay, so oh yeah, Sasuke. I'm pretty sure that's how you say his name. Was that?
Scotty Garrett Reynolds, who has a total of 14 X Games.
Wait, Garrett's going up? Oh yeah, this is his practice.
So Garrett Reynolds, I mean, he is from New Jersey originally. He grew up riding my parents' skate park, so I know him very well, and I believe he's the most talented BMX rider on the planet.
I'm trying to see. Does it say the athletes in here? Yeah, I mean they're just kind of breaking down Everything's still. Let's just go back here for a minute. Whoa. Oh, too much speed? What the heck? That was a sick transfer. Oh my god. Okay. It's not happening.
Stand on the podium here inside the Kyocera Dome. See the fans packing the house here, and again,
Fans back in the house. Okay, here we go. Sasuke, Felix, Jordan, Devin, Courage, Kevin, Boyd, Garrett. Okay, so Sasuke was the only one I had out. That's crazy. A 14-year-old. I don't know if you guys have seen this kid ride, but he's insane, dude.
Who got it as an alternate when Lewis Mills dropped out of the competition, but we have a couple of returning.
But there's our guy right there, Devin. This is who we're rooting for.
Have a seriously stacked competition today, and I'm looking at this list right here, and I'm seeing every one of these riders, and I see all what they're capable of, and it's going to be insane to see how they approach this course. Like, as we're looking at this shot, you can see this crazy 36-foot long ledge rail that's going to be across there. You're going to see a lot of stuff from that man right there, Courage Adams.
Yeah, I'll do a trick request after.
It's like a crazy plexiglass roller, which I'm imagining we'll see quite a few interesting manual lines off.
Wish they'd bring freestyle back. It was so cool in Japan. What do you mean? Okay, watch this kid ride if you have never seen this kid ride. He is insane.
The other two come from real BMX. As we started off with our X Games rookie, and he's only 14
This kid is better than all of us.
Oh,
and better than all of us could ever be.
Riding X Games here in Japan. So he's actually gone viral in the BMX community on Instagram. Everybody has seen him. They love watching his riding. My little brother, Matty Kramer, he is obsessed with his riding. He makes everything look so good. And you see how he's just in such control of everything.
Hop 5. What other 14-year-old is doing hop 5s down the drop? That is crazy.
And be able to ride in front of Japan.
It's sick that he's in X Games. Big whip air.
Felix Prangenberg a letter and gave it to him in person at X Games Japan in 2023. And Felix was actually his guardian until his parents arrived in Osaka this week as well.
Okay, so the format for this X Games is kind of interesting. So instead of the traditional 3 runs and your best run is your score, I guess they're doing all 8 riders, and they all get 2 runs, and their best run is their best score, and then the top 4 out of that go in a top 4 finals, where then they do another 2 runs, and it's their best score out of that, which is interesting.
He's a little bit smaller, and I think eventually he's going to move on to that 20-inch, and either way, he's going to look pro on both.
I mean, when you're 14 years old, do you really have pressure? You're probably just stoked that your name got called and you get to come up here.
How long have we been playing Rethought? A long time, man.
For a 14-year-old to be the first guy in a pro contest.
I'd be surprised if Kevin. Obviously, all these guys are capable of winning, but I'd be surprised if Kevin won.
Cologne, Germany's Felix Prangenberg. He owns 3 total medals in this event. They all happen to be silver.
Yeah, the Guardian on
Love
course
watching
right
this
now.
dude ride.
Looking like a.
I feel like he's gonna do something else there, maybe.
Guy, right? But the truth is, Felix is an absolutely amazing rider with such a unique style.
Jeez.
Look at that toothpick to hard 180 right there.
Okay, I think this is. I don't know if he's gonna do his line from practice.
Oh, smooth.
Yeah, he is. He's gonna do whip fakie. Oh no, bar fakie to nollie full cab.
Oh, look at that.
That was switch bar. Pretty sure he's going to do whip fakie.
Right there, putting an original touch on it.
I feel like I saw him do that in practice. God, I love that trick so much. 3 whip the fakie. Dude. Solid.
He also owns a real BMX Gold as well. That one came.
Okay, what is happening in this game?
Games Real BMX in 2021.
Yeah, he's had so many amazing video parts. I totally recommend all these guys. If you guys are interested,
this is interesting too, like the fast plant.
Check out their names and go and
Over-ice.
online.
It's pretty cool.
And go see their video parts because it's unbelievable what they do on the real streets.
This is insane. Holy full cab.
Yeah.
That was nifty.
Yeah, he had a lot of
straight
really
into the
tricks that were in the line.
You need a truck to fakie.
What's really cool about this, I know there's a lot of street riders that don't want to
78.
see the transitions on here, but you could just use it and put a little stylish turnaround to get to the next obstacle, which I think Felix does a great job with.
So a 78 for
Godwin,
Felix.
let's
That'll put him in
go.
the top spot for now. Remember, 8 riders.
He
the
does
top
this,
4 moving on as we
nollie-
bring in Jordan
nollie
Godwin
over
coming
crank arm,
off
I
of a
think.
silver medal performance at X Games
Yeah, right
Ventura
here.
back in
Dude, that is
2024.
Oh, he
Yeah,
absolutely
so cool.
destroyed that event. And this is another rider you gotta go
that's
check
sick.
out his video parts.
I mean, all these riders are
insane.
so good. Switch-footed, 180
Switching
crook.
speed up, he's right foot forward right there. And now he's back to
If you
left
guys
foot
have
forward.
ever
You'll see
ridden
that with a
with
few
your
of the guys. So they do
non-dominant
that
foot
to
forward,
mix it up and be able to,
it is
you know,
incredibly
the
hard,
judges
and he
want
just
to
did it
see because
again
you're
there.
switching it up and you're doing different
That was a
grinds, but it's
switch-footed
completely
overhang to
opposite.
crank arm. I don't know if he was trying to go for the crank arm.
Crank arm there.
Pegs hard 3.
Pegs
Oh,
two.
no.
I saw him in practice sending that hard 360 out of that rail, so he just didn't get the right pop. But he's got another chance to be able to get it.
This is kind of what sucks about this format, though, is you literally get one more chance.
Trying to make that 4 cut, so half
Which
the
kinda
field moving
sucks.
on into final.
I mean,
Again,
obviously
those
it makes
scores
it a
get
little bit more
wiped, we do it
intense,
all
but
over again. Let's take a look. Some replays here of Jordan
switch
Godwin's
180.
Yeah, you
Switch
see right
footed,
there, right foot
switch
forward,
180
and he
crook.
just did 182 backwards crook.
Oh,
Right
he's
foot
definitely
forward
going for the
again,
crank arm.
Toothpick hanger, and he went
I
to
think.
the crank arm grind. He's right there at the end of it. So that was a close one.
66.
So 66 for the first go around here
Yeah.
for Jordan.
You really can't describe
Felix
how smooth
Brangenberg
Jordan's
sitting in
style
that
is
top
now.
spot right now with a
So
78
clean. Oh,
now.
this is our
Turning
boy.
attention to
Come on,
Solon,
Devin.
Georgia's Devin Smiley. He
Devin
has 5
Smiley.
total medals when it comes to X Games Street. He has 3 silver and 2 bronze.
Come on, Devin.
This will be his 13th on-site X Games appearance.
I've been
See what
seeing
he's
him in
got.
practice. He's been looking really good with some really creative
Bar
lines.
Manny
That bar spin to
to
manual.
ice.
Down
Oh,
the
tire
flat
ride.
road.
Okay.
Tires across that.
Whoa.
Wow, look at that. 180 backwards tires across that skinny ledge right there. Told you. You're gonna
Locked
see so
in.
many different
180 bar.
original tricks from these
Fakey
guys.
switch pegs.
Look
Back
at that,
in.
back to pegs. Those are switch pegs too.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Little alley oop
Yeah,
disaster.
Super creative. Like in his
There it
tricks,
is.
I love that.
The
180
SIG.
backwards over switch
It's
pegs.
so crazy.
And like I said, his tricks are so unique, and
Pop
there's so much
up.
balance in his ride.
Half cab.
And
Dude.
it's super smooth. It's amazing.
I mean, I know
ride.
Jordan was
He's been doing
smooth,
so
but
long,
my
too.
God, I
See,
don't
like,
think
he's
anybody
still
does
at the top of his game.
does it as smooth as Devin.
Yeah, his
That
first
shit just
appearance
looks
goes all
so
the way back to
dialed.
X Games Austin in 2016, and we missed the podium by 1 spot. Finished 4th that year. A little bit of a slower roller, but
mean, that's an
everything was
easy
very
second.
calculated, very tech,
I
very
don't know how
methodical. That was a
closely
great
they
run for
score
Devin
that to
Smiley.
Felix,
There's a
honestly.
lot of big moments there. But I
This
love
is crazy, though.
bar spin.
Like,
Landing in
I don't
the
think
manual
Felix
on
really
that
did any
thing,
manual
lining up for
combos,
this
right?
rail right
You're-
here,
You're
landing
putting a lot
both
on the
tires
line
riding
doing
across
manual.
that.
And this is
And then
this
he
was
goes switch
sick.
pegs to 180 bar, fakie to switch pegs, and then 180
That
again.
is
Like,
so
that's so
sick.
crazy.
I want to say like at least an 80, right? 84. There we go.
So an 84.66, you can hear him say right there. Take a lot of energy trying to string
Let's
together
go, Devin.
45 seconds, but judges rewarding him in the mid-80s, so that will put him ahead.
Courage Adams
of
about to nose
Felix
manual
Brangenberg.
around the whole part.
So it's Devin Smiley in that top spot.
Can I full
Felix
screen? Yeah.
Brangenberg and Jordan Godwin.
Sorry, I
Top
never
three
watched
for now.
that full
Remember,
screen.
The top 4 transfer on into the final. Courage Adams. He
Big
owns
nosy.
2 total
He's
medals
gonna
in
throw
this event,
throw the
1
bar out.
silver,
Yeah.
1 bronze.
That's a big ass nose manual.
36-foot nose wheel.
Oh no.
And he's got such amazing balance. This is another one I'm going to say. If you go and look at the videos, there's
Switch
literally a
whip.
video of him doing a manual line combination that is longer than one of these runs. Like it wouldn't fit in
Oh
this
my
run
God,
of this
switch hanger
competition.
bar.
It would go over time.
Manual bar, manual.
Look at that.
Oh my
Connecting right
God.
there,
Bar
dropping in,
ice.
bar spin to ice
For
pick.
some reason, I thought he was gonna
That's
keep
insane.
manualing. Dude, if he didn't mess up,
Oh, nice bar spin to crooked.
if he didn't put a foot
He's got,
down,
like,
this
an
is
answer for
definitely the
everything,
best
too.
run so
I
far.
know he had that one mess up on that second trick, but everything else has been
Manual
amazing.
3, I think he's doing here. A 180 bar.
Wow.
Oh, no, no, no.
Oh, that was our, you know what? That was exactly both of
God,
those.
right
Both
into
of
the
them sounded
ramp.
Yeah.
Damn. Dude, yeah, I mean,
still
if
in the
he
middle of a line
he
there,
cleans that
so
up in his next run,
Like,
that's
in the mind
that's
of the judges.
dangerous.
Yeah, but like when he flipped right there, it like went right into the face of that transition. So then you have their momentum coming to a stop. Like
Tevin
that.
does such
That was a
unusual
tough one,
lines, but makes
especially
them look.
at the end of
Yeah,
the
they're
run,
just
when
they're
you've used
creative.
all your
Like they're
energy,
just
oh, it's the last thing you want to do.
they stand out compared to like
This is how he
you know.
started off. Nose
Obviously that
across,
is
the
insane,
bar
but
spin. And he's,
I feel like that's what you
I can safely
expect
say he's
him
the
to do,
best in the
and
world
then
at these
you
nose
watch Devin
wheels.
ride, and it's kind of hard to
This
expect what he's
combination
gonna
is
do.
insane. connecting that manual
Yeah,
line.
that
just
line
really
was
bars the
crazy.
joystick down that rail.
The mini bar ice.
74.33 despite the
74,
fall at
yeah.
the end. That'll put him in that
Yeah, that
number
was
3
definitely
spot.
a first place
He's up
run
and
if he
okay.
didn't put a foot
Quick
down.
tending to or
Damn.
check-in, if you will, with the X Games medical staff to make sure he was
Oh my God, Kevin, what is
Bring in
Kevin doing?
Peraza.
Kevin's up on the top of the course.
2 total gold medals when it comes to
See,
street.
he's pulling a Drew B.
He's the only rider
Oh, no,
who's
he's
ever
gonna-
taken gold.
Thought he was with the caveman
Park,
in.
dirt, and street, and also
Whip
let's throw
drop?
this one in
Are
there.
we about
Park
to see a
best
whip
trick as
drop
well.
Yeah, he's
That's my guess,
unbelievable.
whip.
And what is he doing
Yep.
right now?
Up on top of the wall.
Wow,
Tail
that
whip
was
in to
sick.
start.
Switch hanger bar,
Nice.
okay.
That's
He's
what
like,
you
yeah,
make
I
with
can
the
do that too,
Barsman, too. That
Courage.
was very technical.
5 bar.
That's the Kevin Peraza eye. He likes to start things
Tires
off with a bang
bar.
right there.
Look at
Nose
him. He's
switch
just
bar.
so aggressive on this course. Like,
Kevin's
so
kinda
many
going
hits
in.
So far.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
no, he's right there.
But he still
Oh
saved
my
that.
And we were
God.
talking about him in Park yesterday. Like even
Big
when the
switch
misses
bar.
happen, they still work out somehow.
Like if you didn't
Bar-
know any better,
that's
you
a
wouldn't
far
know that
gap,
that he
holy.
messed up on that one, didn't dab a foot, and still rode away from it.
He
Unbelievable.
tucked the flat.
But this run was looking really good. I know that mess up happened, but still, if he can
Okay,
link all
5,
this together, this
3.
is one heck of a run.
The speed that he had.
I mean, don't
the
get me
intensity
wrong,
he
that was
had in
cool, but like
middle
that
of
was
the
like the
span of that
least
45 seconds.
street run I've ever seen.
Like you said, picking up where he left off yesterday at Park, just even when the slip ups happened, he
Like
still
that was
makes
a
it look natural.
sick
Like,
run,
no big
but
deal.
like
It's crazy. Like
I
but
mean,
look at the
this
start,
is
the tail whip dropping in. That wall was so skinny up there. So
This is the most-
balance and
he did like a
extended.
couple bars,
There's a switch bar
but
down,
I don't know.
bringing speed to that wall ride, doing the bars.
I mean,
to
it's
the wall
there.
right
It's a
there.
part of the course, but it's
Yeah,
just
it's
weird.
like Kevin's got an all-around background, so he rides
An
absolutely
80.
every part of BMX, and you could tell.
He's only the
How is
second
that
rider to score in the 80s,
outscoring
so
Felix?
when 86 to put him in that number 2 spot. So now it's Courage Adams who's in that number 4
Oh,
spot.
did
So
Felix
that
mess
is
up?
the
I can't
bubble
remember.
With 2 riders left to go in
Interesting
the
to
rotation
see
here. This is
Boyd,
round
probably a
1
similar
out of 2
style
here
here,
in
kind of
BMX
going
Street
just
playoff.
fast and big,
The
doing
objects
some
here, you want to be one of the top 4 and moving
some
on
ballsy
into the final.
sense.
This gentleman right here took a gold medal
Straight
in this event,
on
coming in off
manual
the
down the
alternate
rail.
list in Chiba in 2023. It's
Oh my
Australia's
God, bar
Boyd
wall
Hilder.
bar.
Wow, love
Smith
watching
bar.
Boyd ride any
Wow.
Over crank
course that
arm.
he's
See,
on.
like he's
got a style right now that is similar.
he's
to
going big,
Kevin
but
Allen's
he's still
bringing
keeping it
speed,
like tech
But he's also
street.
a very technical rider at the same time.
Yeah, see,
Look
this is
at
what I'm
that
talking
egg
about.
whip out of that rail right there.
Over. What's he got?
Bringing to the rail again.
Nollie overhang?
Nollie to hanger
Jesus.
down that rail.
Smith hard one.
Smith to hard 180. So many technical tricks. Like just think about
Damn.
how fast he started off. Like even doing that bar spin, the wide, the bar spin.
Oh, he kind of like pole jammed the side of that ramp. That was
Going
sick.
on in just the first 30 seconds of that, so foot plant 360 to fakie, and that'll be the buzzer right there. So your 2023 Chiba
Damn.
gold medalist
I feel like they're gonna put him in
coming
first.
out hot here in round number 1 of the playoff. Also ended up with a street silver medal in Ventura in 2023 as well. Had
I
to
feel like they're
settle
gonna
for
put him in first.
5th in this event in Chiba last year.
But look at
Is
that
this street
pop-up
competition?
manual
I mean, it's
right
supposed
down
to
that
be.
rail, bar spin into
God,
the wall
Boyd
ride, bar
did
spin
go
out of the
crazy.
wall ride. There's that
He kept
Smith
it
to
street.
hard
He kept it
180.
street. So I would say that's probably first.
And then here's that foot plant. One we saw
I
that
still can't believe
already.
they
Yeah.
scored Kevin above
It's
Felix.
just a really cool looking
Unless
trick.
Felix fell and I'm just forgetting.
You're also running out of real estate at that point when you come around that way.
I mean, that's
because
a
that
first.
wall is
There's no way it's
extremely
not.
close
It is.
to the
It's-
bar ends and the back wheel.
Yeah. It's
Oh
very
my God,
steep.
it's below
You got those
Devin.
ledges right
Thank
there,
God.
but yeah,
Wow.
I mean,
another 80.
personally, I would
Boyd
score
with an
Devin above that,
83,
but
so he'll
you never
take
know
Kevin
what they're
Peraza, put himself in that
scoring.
number 2 position. Courage Adams out of the top
Oh
4
God,
as of
everyone's
now. So now
everyone's
Felix
shitting their
Krangenberg
pants.
is on the bubble, but
Everyone's
hold
clenched
ladies
up
and
on the
gentlemen,
course right now.
because
Garrett
you're
Reynolds is
looking at
about
a
to
gentleman who's
absolutely
been
shit
the
on
most
everyone.
dominant man in the history of this event at the X Games. It's Tom
Switch
River, New
bar,
Jersey's
switch
Garrett
ice.
Reynolds.
Nose switch
Garrett
bar.
is just, he is, I say it every time I see
Nollie
him ride,
bar
I say this dude
ice?
is the most talented BMX rider.
Okay, 450 to
all time.
fakie.
He just,
Nose
it's
bong
so
bar.
crazy watching him do his thing.
Switch down
Look
whip
at this.
over a crank arm.
Like,
Dude, he is
carrying that momentum,
not
just
tricking
floating through there.
anything.
Nice casual downside whip.
Okay. That was
Off the
a
wall
way more
earlier
street way to hit
there,
that
a little
one.
early.
Yeah, so I was
Oh,
curious. he
sick.
might have
Bar
done
over
that
ice?
on purpose, actually.
I think he is. I think he's gonna bar wall ride and then do
Ooh,
something.
speed.
Oh god, I think he's gonna do something into the quarter probably.
Plexiglass.
Coming down to the
Switch
final
bar.
5 seconds here for Garrett.
Tuck to ice.
Ooh, nice tuck to
Big whip air.
ice.
Hit a
That was
flare for
something that
this,
he would've
Garrett. Come
done
on.
really early on, probably when he got like one of his first gold medals.
Damn. There was
So
some
you need better than a
crazy
78 to get into the
tricks.
top 4 here at the end of
And dude,
round
he's just
number 1. And Devin
rapid
Smiley sitting
firing
in the
them
top
off,
spot.
like,
Your 2023 Chiba
anything
gold
he was
medal
riding
gold
towards, he
sitting
was
in the
hitting and
number 2
doing a
spot.
trick.
Kevin Peraza sitting in 3rd. Let's take a
And
look
throwing
at
that in a
Garrett's
run,
first
like,
round
man,
run.
like obviously Boyd and Kevin did
So
some
here
big
we go,
stuff,
up
but
top,
like
getting that speed for this big truck driver.
he's gonna double truck or
Sending
something.
it to flat.
That
not
for sure.
traveling any of that transition.
Okay, sick replay.
What do you think that little hand
Honestly,
movement
I
was
can't
all about?
interpret yet. That's something new he's been working on.
Garrett, Devin, Boyd is your podium prediction?
So what's it going to be here?
I was gonna say, like, that was a sick run, but I
So
don't think it was
Felix
above
Brangberg
Devin.
gets
Dude,
bumped up to that number 5 spot.
I'll be so
So
stoked for
that
Devin
puts
if he
Kevin
wins.
Peraza on that transfer bubble.
But see, it's kind
So
of hard,
one
right?
round
So
in the
like,
books, we get to go
he
back
could
up to
win
the top
this
of
and
the
make it
order
into
and
the
do it
top
all
4,
over again. Devin
but then
Smiley,
in those
Boyd
like
Elder, Garrett
other sets of
Reynolds,
runs,
Kevin
then
Peraza,
Garrett
top
or
4. Remember,
Kevin
best
or
run that
Boyd could
counts.
just do something
Half the
insane.
field. Moving on into the final. What a great job on this course here. The guys from California Skate Parks and the job that they do. And
Damn.
they got their work cut out for them.
This is a cool course too. It looks quite a bit smaller, but
actually, these get,
it looks like it flows pretty nice. Like you're just going one way,
turn around to Salt Lake City,
turn around, go the other way,
over again as the
and then you
X
turn
Games
around and
to
hit like a
Utah for
different
the
line.
first time next weekend, Scotty.
Oh, it's such a cool
There's
opportunity.
not really
to go from
like
back to
any
back like that. Just have a
dead
full
space.
X
Like you're
Games
pretty much
week.
riding in a
I see
straight
who's going to
line.
get those 4 spots. We know the rankings for now.
There's a rim right there. Gold medalist from yesterday.
What a performance
Garrett
out of him
actually
yesterday.
rides
Takes
like
gold
a
in his home
20-year-old.
country.
I was gonna say this is something. Right, I'll talk about it after
This
this.
young man coming in off of the alternate list and finds himself at 14 years young here in the X
Hop
Games.
truck, yo.
Sosuke Hayata.
Yo, here we
Look
go.
at that.
He's gonna
So
step it up for his
smooth,
final
so
run here.
controlled, and that's why he got the following that he does on Instagram. He absolutely loves BMX. He's obsessed with the style aspect of it. Puts so
Yeah.
much focus on that, and you could tell.
I was gonna say, like,
Nice
it's
head
not only
pop
that
jump
this kid's
over the rim right
14
there.
and is riding street like no other 14-year-old. Like, come on, dude. It's the fact that he cares about the way everything looks. Like his style is unreal for a 14-year-old. He's got style like some of the guys in this competition that have been riding for like 20 years. Oh
Makes a
no!
hard 180. Just landed a
That was
little
sick,
bit
though.
nose dive right there at the end. That's a hard trick to do at the end of your run, but what if you got to be
Yeah,
so psyched to be able
14
to
years
ride in
old
front
at
of
X
everybody
Games.
here? That's amazing.
What a great story. You go on this whole adventure. You get to
I
go
can't
ride
remember the
with
last
Felix
time we
the
saw a
entire
kid
week.
in BMX.
You're here. You get to ride with
competing.
all these people that you've looked up to for so long. You
Yeah,
find
your
yourself in the
idol's your
AFCOM.
guardian.
Yeah, and then last
get
minute
any
you
better.
find
Street for
yourself in the
sure.
event. He's 14.
Yeah, so look at this right here, grinding up, and he's leaning over and pulled up and over the rail right there. That was cool.
I think he was trying to hard spin out of that.
So he will improve the first run score, but will stay in 8th place. However, Sosuke, welcome to the X Games.
That is sick. That kid is gonna
14
be a
years old,
threat.
Young BMX rider ever to compete at the X Games.
Look at Felix. He's such a proud guardian.
But yeah, what I was about to say is like Garrett has been winning these since I've like been into BMX, and like every single year I'm like, maybe this is the year that he's like, you know, not at the top, and like he is consistently at the top every year without a doubt.
Just got to make it all come together right now. I like that fast plant to over ice pick on that rail.
5 bar, that was aggressive.
Oh,
Okay, he wants something else there. I don't know what, but
Awesome. Fast plant 360 fakie. Love that trick.
No.
No, it didn't work out. That toothpick to hard 180 is
that's
so
too
crazy.
bad.
Such a hard move.
he's gonna do the whip to fakie to the nollie. Yeah, there it
Oh,
is.
that was so clean though to get that nollie fakie off of there.
Scotty doesn't even know what the hell he just did.
He's known for as well.
Squeaks in
Damn,
one
that's
more
too
there
bad.
at the buzzer. that'll do it for Felix Prangenberg. 4 total medals overall. He's got 3 street silvers. He also owns a real BMX gold.
Dude, Devin's got to be feeling like hot shit right now.
Here's that 180 where he was connecting over to that bank.
God, it's so hard to ride
Right back over. That's a
speed.
really steep bank at the bottom there. But this was definitely one of my favorite ones. There's that nollie, full cab down.
Damn, that is insane. It's too bad.
So no, the score is not going to improve. So he's going to stay in that 5th place spot. So he is not going to edge his way into the final. If you're just joining us, you see that yellow line, that's the bubble. Only the top 4 out of the playoff transfer on into
I would love to
that
see
final.
Jordan place higher too.
Jordan Godwin back in, currently sitting in 7th place right now with a first run score of 66.
Oh my God.
Nice creative hit right there, going from that plexiglass to that down rail.
Nollie feeble.
Nollie to feeble.
Switch hanger.
Switch toothpick hanger.
Nollie over crank.
Nice over crank
Turn
on
down.
grind. Got good momentum in this run.
Oh, that is sick. Didn't switch his feet around that time.
There we go. That 180 backwards crook again.
Outside Smith. Ball again. Oh, there it is.
Oh, that's what he needed last time around. He couldn't get that one. Oh, he's got to finish with a good one.
Pegs
right
hard
here.
3. Oh, he's just taking the hard
Nice
one.
Hard 180. That's a full pull, man. He's got to feel really
Damn.
good about that.
That was
Playoffs
clean.
are stressful, man.
I was going to say, where do you, looking at that 80.66 on the bubble there to get into 4th, where would you rank
Yeah,
this?
It's a
it's going
solid
to be
run.
right there.
Jordan's actually underrated? I don't think so. I think a lot of people know, especially street riders, that he's like one of the top riders. I don't think he's underrated at all. I mean, he's got a monster sticker on his helmet. Like, he's known.
Like, well, Kevin and Boyd.
He's at X Games. Like, he's
his rail tricks were
people know
definitely
he's
real special,
insane.
So I'm really curious to see what the judges put him. And that's going to tell a lot moving forward with this competition.
I think that's, see, like, that to me is better than Kevin's run. That should put him in at least 4th. Oh my God, they put him in 1st.
There you go.
Not only is it good enough to get into the top 4, that puts him at the top of the
shit.
leaderboard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I didn't feel comfortable fully saying it, like, because like you have 2 different styles, right? Like this is a street
that's sick.
competition, and those were gnarly street tricks. So I get it, 100%. But I didn't want to say it. I'm not going to step up.
That
and
is
judge like that,
crazy. Okay.
but I will reward him though. I knew
Dude, the
what he
judging
was
is
doing
all
on
over the
rails
place
were
here.
gnarly.
Your 2023 North
This has-
Cup
yeah, he
Street
did
Rider of
compete.
the Year finds himself in the top spot. That
He-
bumps
his
Kevin
2 runs have
Barabia
already
down
passed,
into
so.
5th place.
Bar
As Devin
manual.
Smiley now sits in number
Aw,
2nd. He is
Devin.
on number 2 position. He is now on the course for his 2nd and final
That
run.
is insane
That
when you
means
get
the
like
Devin's,
that.
in 2nd, which is pretty good. But like he messed up that first link, the one that he got, the one I was freaking out about last time. Crazy
Come
that
on,
we get that
Devin.
2 times in a row. That's insane.
That alley-oop
But
disaster
it
is
goes
so
back to the
interesting.
different
I
styles.
think he's doing
right?
cab
Like,
bar at it.
you can see how
Oh my
fast
God.
Boyd and Kevin were flying around the course, and Devin, he's just a technician, slow. The stuff he does really relies on
Full
balance.
cab, yo. That's so sick.
And it's definitely 2 different ways to
Peg
ride the
Sui,
bike.
crack arm over.
Oh, that looks so good.
Hell yeah, Devin. Sucks he messed up
Interesting
that
when I
first
mentioned Kevin
combo. but
Peraza got bumped out of the top 4.
That's exactly why like people that are doing manuals just should be scored higher.
Wow.
The people that aren't doing manual combos. It's such a risk.
Look at that. That was a cool angle showing that 180 backwards to tires across that. Very technical.
Oh, you were at that Cash Up Jam in Amsterdam? That's sick.
So right here, feeble up, 180 to tires, and a full cab. So smooth. So
Why does
controlled.
everyone ripping OnlyFans? Did I miss something? I mean, anybody with an
He's gonna stick with
OnlyFans
that first
sticker
run score, keep him in
is
that
sponsored by
number 2
OnlyFans.
spot. So you have 2 riders left to go of our final 4 that are on the outside of that transfer bubble looking in.
I mean,
Courage
dude,
Adams
if Courage
currently
lands
sits
this
in 7th.
run,
Remember, he took
I think
bit
there's
of
a good
hit
chance
at
he
the end,
will.
right at the buzzer. He was in the middle of a
But
line
again,
when the
like,
buzzer sounded, but then
his whole run is
taking a pretty good hit
like,
at the end of it.
goddamn.
He did-
His whole run
he
just
did
consists
insane.
of manuals.
That was the trick he
Which is
messed
why
up
it's
on
so
in
impressive.
Run 1, and he got that
Oh,
huge
God.
score. So if he can keep this going,
Switch whip.
he is definitely going to compete for that top spot.
If he gets this run, he's top 4 for sure.
Nice switch hanger to bar.
Which, I mean, this combo right here is insane.
Line, bar to drop manual.
Bar ice,
The bar
dude,
to
like,
ice,
come
big
on.
grind. Smith hard 180.
He's the only one there with a
He's only
cassette,
got
that's
12
for sure.
seconds left. He's looking so good.
Bar crook? I don't think I've ever seen Courage do a crook.
Down to the final 5
There
right
it
now.
is. Manual
Yeah,
180
this
bar, or is he
where
going to go for the
had that
3?
crash at earlier.
Go manual. That's 36 feet worth of
Yeah.
plexiglass there.
Dude,
Bar
yes.
180.
was a heck of a run.
Okay.
That was
That was
insane.
huge. That
Dude,
was,
everything.
That was a serious,
I
serious
mean,
run.
This
Yeah.
is going to get interesting, people.
Yeah, so like,
I don't
didn't
see, like,
wanna
this
be
is
the
where
judge,
I
but,
find,
like,
like,
what he did
judging's got to be so hard, because you see Jordan, who had, like, a lot of variety of combos and doing a bunch of switch stuff, but Courage just, like, all these balance tricks that are so hard to do. Like that big nose, that fakey manual pivot thing he did on the deck, the manual bar ice, then that big long manual 180 bar. Like, that is serious stuff.
Okay, it's got to be 82.01 or better.
He's well into top 4.
Godwin jumped to the top of the leaderboard here.
Is that better
This
than
round 2. That is
Godwin's,
Garrett
though?
Reynolds. He gets
I
to
don't
ride
know.
last. So he's in that transfer spot. The
90.
transfer spot.
Okay.
Wow, Courage Adams.
I mean, that makes
with
sense.
a 90.
That makes sense.
Wow. Yeah, I had a
Over
feeling it
3
was gonna
full
be
points
big. Yeah,
ahead of
Yo,
the
what up,
leader.
Roartex?
yeah
So,
it was
boiled
next level.
tater.
Everything worked. That was.
Let's see if
crazy.
Garrett can turn it on, man. I mean, he
Well,
can
he'll
for
get
sure.
down
Oh,
in that
it's
bubble
KP.
spot. So, Kevin
God, that is
Peraza now
narrow
finds
up
himself
there.
in 6th, Garrett Reynolds in 5th, and the last 3 to go are Kevin, then Boyd, who's now on the bubble, and then Garrett, who gets to ride last to answer back. Kevin Peraza going to start it off again from the top of this
Down whip.
Whoa, he
Whoa.
just did a switch downside tail whip. That is different.
Oh
than what
my
he was.
God.
His hand fell off and he just kept it going. Typical Kevin
my
Peraza, just
God,
like we were talking
Kevin.
about before.
Oh, he was going to go
Literally
tie ride
with the
bar.
2x4 up there. That is
Oh,
personal.
no.
Oh no, Kevin Peraza slides out.
That's too bad.
He was like, it was one of those
I mean,
things where,
honestly, like,
we joke
yeah,
about it
I don't
sometimes,
know.
like final destination
that
crash
was
where, like, you're
an
avoiding one
insane
and it's
start
like
to the run,
you're carrying
but
that momentum to the next one, to the next one. And
God
he split
damn.
out right there.
what's he doing? Yo,
Nice.
okay.
That was so sick.
Off of that wall.
Man,
type of
that's
bounce
crazy.
out, 180 like that.
Man,
it's
I don't know.
always rough when
I
you
didn't know
don't
how to feel
see
about this new
a rider
format,
like
but
Kevin not be able to get another chance
that's
on
pretty
the court.
crazy how from
But man,
one
once
set
you
of
get
runs
there,
to the
some
next,
really
like,
impressive stuff there.
almost the whole top
Starting off with
4
this.
That's a
changed.
2x4 up there that he's
Or
riding on.
could have
That's
potentially
really
changed if he
tires
got
on his
that,
left
for
foot.
sure.
Oh, it's insane. But like this is where
Dude,
things
he was
were
going
starting
tires to
wrong.
bar.
Tires. He wanted to get the bar spin, couldn't, and then he had to refocus, and that's when he had the crash right after that.
He was still smiling throughout all of that, so
Yeah,
that's the key
he's such a-
factor right there.
such a
The
good
news
guy.
is He'll get to do this all over again in about 5-6 days. I believe actually Street is first.
Looks like Kevin
for
actually just
BMX,
rushes his combos. Well, that's what happens when you drop in 8 foot into a quarter pipe. You just have all that speed.
Do it all over again. So Boyd Hilder, gold medalist in
Boyd.
2023 Japan, we were in Chiba. He's
Damn,
now
man,
on
he's
the
straight
bubble.
down the
You wanna
rail.
give
He's gonna
yourself
whip
some
out of
breathing
this,
room with
or-
a guy like
yep.
Garrett Reynolds still to go behind you.
Bar wall ride whip.
He just did bar spin to war at the whip.
Just the fastest
my
overcrank
goodness.
arm.
Yeah, I guess if Garrett is the one that's behind you on that one, you gotta bring out the big tricks.
Oh, he didn't whip out of that this
So
time.
far, so good though. He's really up the ante from run number 1. Nice toothpick hanger
Hanger
180.
Nollie
Oh,
overhang.
nollie
God, that
hanger.
is
It seemed like he almost hung up on that, but he pulled it
tire
fine.
slide
Just under the last 10 seconds to go here for Boyd.
over.
Oh, he just the gap to
Damn.
over double peg on that. That was sick.
Popped
That
out
was a
with
good run.
couple of seconds left, but I don't
Damn,
think that
dude.
Yeah, if
would
it
be
was
that
Park,
damaging.
yeah, if it was Park, I think
What is
that's a
about to
problem.
happen
Street,
here?
I don't think it's nearly as bad, especially when you're gonna end like he did. But yeah, like this is just a
See,
filler
that
right
doesn't-
here. This
That's like
toothpick
insane
hanger
as
to
a run that is.
180.
That still, for me, does not
Look at
top
this
Devin's
gap
first run.
over double pegs on that rail. That's really cool. Nice creative line.
So he's a full point ahead of Garrett for now. But again, being in that number 4 spot with a guy like Garrett still to ride last and only 4 of you moving on into the final, it's not a comfortable spot to be. So
Yeah.
He's
83.
thinking, hey, hopefully I can climb the ladder right here and earn myself a spot in that final. But how about Courage Adams here in this second round?
83.
So
I was gonna say, like, that's
83,
not
so
better than
looking for a
Devin,
little over
in my
3/10
opinion.
of a point improvement. Proves the score a
barely
little
an
bit, not
upgrade.
the placing, so he gets to ride this one out.
He's
Barely
like,
an upgrade. You see his face on that one.
it's so weird though,
A lot
cause
better
like
stuff than I did my
that was
first
obviously
time.
quite a bit better than
Less
his
than
first
serious
run,
with that
but
score, I would say, judging from that reaction.
all right, Garrett,
It all
can he
comes down to
pull it
this.
together?
Before we get into the final, this is just for the right
He definitely
to get
can.
a spot in the final four.
God damn.
It's Garrett Reynolds.
Yeah, listen, he's been in position
Nollie
like
bar
this before.
ice.
Look
That
at
is
that.
crazy.
Nollie bars into ice big.
Oh, that is
Spun
that.
bars and locked into that.
I mean, that's
That scares me every time he does
that's
that.
been what he's been known
God, the
for
switch
since
whip.
the beginning, where fast
Over
bars.
crank.
So far, so good. He's got so many different tricks so far, and he's actually up the ante.
Oh,
So you
I
see right
think
there,
he's gonna do
bars
something
into
there.
a wall ride. It's almost like he's just using it as a turnaround.
Oh my
Yeah, that was cool. Nice gap to 180 backwards crook, 180.
What's he
Coming
doing
down to
here?
the
Double
final
truck?
10 seconds up to the plexiglass.
Oh, I feel like he's gonna double truck
Driver
that.
again.
Whip,
Final
bar
couple of
pegs.
seconds, and that is going to be the buzzer
Truck.
there.
Yeah, so there was some big movements there. This is gonna be close. And judging by the
See,
way
like that
he's
was
gonna go out
way
here,
more
right,
technical
guys,
than
judging by
Boyd's,
the
but
way
Boyd's was
they're
obviously
scoring the guys that are doing more technical tricks,
fast
like
paced and
Garrett
big.
could be right there where he's gonna sneak past Boyd. There's a possibility.
I think it's going to be that close.
I would rank that above Boyd.
Yeah, so he had a lot of really cool moments in there, and he definitely upped the ante from run number one.
I feel like this is one of the first
Big
times I've
truck
ever seen
driver
Garrett
again
do
to
an
flat.
X Games run without a
Went all the
manual
way
combo.
across there. And this was at the end of the
Maybe
run.
he's
So he
saving it
finished
for like if he makes
bar
top
spin,
4, but
two
this
double
is the
take
first time
rides
I've ever
on
seen
the
him
rail,
do a street
straight into a truck to face.
run and not do a
Okay,
manual.
now we play the score game. Look at Boyd. He's back there looking. It's like, where do I see the board?
Yeah.
83.33 is what he has. holding him
84,
on.
yeah.
Oh,
They
you
put him in.
called it, just a couple of
Yeah.
tenths of a point. Garrett Reynolds
Yeah.
is going to eclipse him with an 84 flat. That is a tough
I think that
break
makes
for Boyd
sense.
right there. But Garrett Reynolds has done it again at 0 hour to get himself, and this is just to get in to compete for a right.
Do I
to
still
be on the
use
podium,
reshade? No. Well, I guess it
But
depends
he's
on the
gonna have
game we
to go
talk about.
first.
In streets, no.
Which is, again, territory that we're not used to seeing Garrett in when it comes to BMX Street,
Yeah.
because we run them in reverse order as to how they qualify.
Damn,
And
so
also,
I
we
guess
got a
their
pretty quick
their
turnaround,
scores
too.
must
He was-
carry
he was
over
looking
into
like
the
he
top
needed a
4,
second,
right?
too,
And then they
so
get
that's
2
gonna
more
come into
chances
play.
to improve it.
Wow, so Courage Adams, after taking a pretty heavy slam there at the end of his first run, comes back in round
90.
2 and blasts into the 90s to put himself in the top spot. And by virtue of that, he is going to be the last to ride when we get into the final. But this
Damn.
gentleman right here, making it a very exciting finish yet again on his last run, squeaks in and gets the last spot in the final.
Not a big fan of Garrett's
Yeah, so we saw
playstyle because
so
he
much
repeats
amazing
bars over.
riding So
No.
far, and I know these guys they have more tricks ready to go. It's gonna get crazy, man. This is gonna be a good one.
It's not just bar spins though, right? Like if Garrett never just does a
So the
bar, he
final is
throws a
set.
bar spin into a combination that's
14-time
already
street gold
ridiculously
medalist
hard.
is going to have to go first. Courage Adam gets to ride last. Who's getting the gold? We'll find out when we return to Osaka.
I mean, that's pretty much what makes a pro BMX rider. Damn. Okay. I'll keep this. I'll keep this up down here so we can see it. And then I'm just gonna come fly around this place. All right, let's go to a street map. Let's go. I was having some fun on this one. Yeah, this competition is nice. I like that. They're pretty much the only comps I watch are the are the BMX Street X Games stuff. Oh god, this is feeling weird. Oh, my spin speed is like not. There we go. There we we go. I guess it's gonna be kind of quiet because I still have the XGAMES stream open, but oh no. There was a setup I was riding earlier. Oh yeah, this. This is also kind of where I realized like the new like spin assist thing just feels really strange. I was doing some like slow spins into this, and it would just like tweak me around kind of weird. Yeah, like that. I don't know, just weird. Ooh, yeah, like what is that? Yeah, requests. Yeah, if you guys got tricks requests, I will try my best. I don't have a tutorial to mod in this game. I think it's supposed to have, like, what are you trying to mod? Because I think it's all built into the game now. I could be wrong on that. But if you look at the patch notes, it does say that the row mod is built right into the game. I think getting mod maps is, you know, you just pause and go to mod.io and download the maps right there. 270 to Indian. What? Indian slider? 270 to Indian slider?
Is the place to be. Welcome to the party. Oh my goodness, Kobe Arissa Trill.
Oh, just characters?
The answer is yes. Shout out XGAMES. We love y'all.
Well, that is coming up in less than a week. It's
Yeah,
next Friday, Saturday,
Oh, God,
Sunday
we're
for
back.
the first time ever in Salt Lake City. But
But yeah, all you need to do is join the Evolution Discord and get the row mod, which, oh, actually, I guess you do need melon loader and all that stuff. I'm sure like Teku or someone must have a tutorial. Just type in BMX Streets
Garrett Reynolds
2.0.
right there, 14 street gold medals, 16 total X Games medals to his name. He got that last spot, so he's going to have to ride first here. Devin Smiley was your third place qualifier, so he'll go next. Jordan Godwin ends up jumping into that number 2 qualifier spot. And then, of
BMX
course,
Streets
it's
2.0
Gary
mods.
Adams,
How to mod.
number 2,
Here we go.
Scotty.
Kyle
He
Wavy
grabbed that
live
90
right there.
flat and earned the
Let's
right
watch that.
to ride last.
What it do, baby? It's your boy Kyle Wavy, and today
It was
Okay.
absolutely epic, and I know that they have
Oh,
more
shoot.
tricks ready to go for this final. This is going to be really cool to see what they do.
Well, everyone in this final, they have some
Here we
street
go.
hardware. Of course, Garrett, with those 14 gold, he's got 2 silver and 4 bronze, so 20 total for him. Devin's got 3 silvers and 2 bronze for 5 total. Jordan's got a street silver, and then Courage has a silver
Yo,
and a
what up?
bronze. So everybody in
Just
this
loves
final
BMX.
has been on the podium when it comes to BMX
All right,
Street
Big
here in
15
the
on-
history of the
just-
X Games.
Copy that text and paste it as soon as this is
But we
done.
started
We'll
off
get that line for you.
with Mr. Reynolds here. Finally broke the
Garrett
record
starting
at
it off.
16 total gold medals. For his last gold medal appearance in street, he surpassed Sean White. He was tied with him at 15 and surpassed
Bar
last
manual.
year at X Games Chiba.
No switch bar.
Well, Garrett's changing things up already. He did bar spin to manual
Nollie bar
on that
ice.
rail instead of the bar spin to ice
450.
finish.
That scares me every time he does that. Nose bonk bar. Switch down whip.
I love how he's
Overcrank.
carving over and hitting that downside whip and just going straight
God,
back
that looks
into
sick when he
his
does that.
line.
Man, I can't tell
Yeah,
if he's.
so he's doing that bar spin to wall ride as the turnaround every single time.
He wants
so
to
far.
180 bar into that or something. Okay.
Bringing some speed.
Big whip.
Nice tail whip to
down.
flat. Mixing it up from that truck driver.
Switch whip in.
Switch
Okay.
whip.
Bar ice maybe.
Ooh, it looks like he was going to try something into that rail right there.
Okay.
At about the halfway point of this round, I don't know if you saw it, he kind of made a grimace after hopping off of one of those rails. He kind of made a bit of a
Ooh.
face as he was coming across the course.
Ooh, yeah, there's a chance that he could be battling with something right there. But it's still, I mean,
See
he's
if we
riding
see
at
it in the
such a high
replays.
level, it's hard to say.
I think he wants something with that,
Nice
maybe.
technical line through there. Here's that tail up he did off to flat. Right there, you know, his feet.
Dude,
were
he is
finding
so
the crank arm a
dialed.
little
It's
bit more
insane.
instead of the pedals, but didn't look like there was
I don't
anything
know if he was
too
gonna
bad
tuck
there,
it,
like
tuck ties
physically.
again.
So nothing from what I can tell, but
Feeling a little winded
I
after
think he'll
that one.
just
So
keep-
an 83.66.
Oh, so they
22
do
bench
reset
before
the
he wins race.
scores.
It's a pretty tight
Interesting.
turnaround there from playoff into final. So again, the scores
Interesting
from
they
that
reset the
playoff
scores.
are erased. We started all over again, running reverse orders to how they qualified. So Garrett sets the bar here.
I
The
kind of
gentleman
like that,
making
actually.
his 13th on-site X Games appearance.
Come on,
Devin
Devin.
Smiley, 3 silvers in street,
I
2
believe in you.
bronze for 5 total medals.
Here we
that
go.
line, he's locked in.
Tires, nice.
Tires perfect that time around.
80 up, cab off.
Once again, locking in that 180 backwards tires across that skinny ledge.
Let's go, Devin. 80 bar.
Pegs,
Dude, look at how
180
he's
bar,
just
and
locked
switch
in.
Pegs back over. What a cool
He's
line.
locked in. I don't.
And this one too. I love how he's doing
Yeah.
that 180 backwards.
Nobody else
over,
doing
switch
that.
Pegs, 180 out.
Come on, Devin. Phoebes. Full cab. Oh, half cab.
Ooh, nice popping that half cab
The
out.
steeziest half cab ever.
Coming down
Peg
to the
Sui,
last
crank
couple of
arm,
seconds.
hop over.
Yeah, some very similar run
Dialed.
to what he actually did in the playoffs. Getting one on
In the
board right
playoffs.
there.
It sounds so weird to call this shit playoffs and
Could be a
finals.
very strategic move, actually, because you know there's times where the riders you know you're in finals, you're like, I want to go for my dream run, and sometimes you get.
Who am I
a little
rooting for?
lost in that
Devin,
one.
absolutely.
It's good to get a solid rundown like that.
What it do,
But
baby?
still, when I say
Yeah,
solid
so
run, like
to
what he did-
clarify the OnlyFans thing, so I guess originally when OnlyFans was developed, God, look at the plexiglass. Look at that. That's terrible. So with the whole OnlyFans thing is it was originally supposed to be kind of like a Patreon style site with more of like a social media like layout for athletes. I think initially it was targeted, I think, at like NFL players and like more traditional sports. And then it just became completely oversaturated with all the cam girls and e-girls and all that stuff. And so now
Nice.
OnlyFans
the
is
pegs
like
again.
trying to save
Such a
their
technical
platform.
rider.
or do it. I don't know what they're trying to do with it. Maybe just try to break the stigma of what it's
Switch hanger,
used for.
using both sides of the bike on the pegs.
And so they've started sponsoring a bunch of athletes in BMX,
Yeah, he's using a
skateboarding,
very similar line that he's
a
been
bunch of
doing in the
different
playoffs
action
as well.
sports. I don't
With
know
the
if any
super smart,
traditional
the judges
sports
rewarded him so
people
well.
have been sponsored,
As
because
long
that's
as he
not
can
typically
add
something you
on
would
to that,
see
you know, maybe to do another technical rail trick like he has.
like a
that's all
sponsor
he
list
needs.
for, but
And he's
yeah.
got it again.
So that's why some of these
Crank arm
athletes are
180.
sponsored by OnlyFans.
Nice. Over crank arm on
They
there.
would have an OnlyFans that they
And
post like
perfect timing again.
behind the
So
scenes
that
at
was
X
a very
Games, maybe like some
strategically done run
how-tos,
right
their
there for run
diet,
number
their
one.
exercise routine, stuff that like people want to know a little bit more about them. Like Garrett has one, Alex
Popping him over
Donachie,
right there. T-bob
Jeremy
over
Malat.
the rail.
They just got
Switching speed, see that? And then switch. So he's doing the hanger
another
and then
guy.
he's going
He's-
to
I'm
the
blanking
crank
on
arm
his
with the
name.
right
Jacob
foot.
Thiem, I
And
believe.
he rides left foot forward all the time, so it's just crazy, really technically. See, left foot forward right here. So that would be like the normal way he would do things. So crazy technical, and that's why the judges are rewarding him for
Oh,
it.
so nothing bad now.
So an
No.
86.33 for him, so that'll slide him into silver for now.
And you don't
Garrett
even have to
Reynolds will
pay
slide
to
down to that
join their
bronze position,
OnlyFans.
so
Like it's
88.66,
free.
86.33, and an
They just want you to
83.66.
like use their app pretty much.
And to take us out of round 1 of 2 here in the final, it's your
See,
top
this is
qualifier.
what
Remember,
kind of
keep
sucks
those
about the
doubles.
scores resetting. Is he going to be able to do all these
That
manual
layup round.
combos a second
Just
time in a
Courage
full round?
Adams.
I mean, I think he definitely can,
There's a
but
silver and 1 bronze to his
I
name
mean,
when it comes to
look at how
GTS.
bumpy that shit
No
is. That
manuals
is
like that.
insane
Out
to
start
nose
it
manual.
off.
3 times in a row now.
No, see,
he
this is
put
what I'm
the foot
talking
down
about.
again on that one. Oh, bummer.
I don't mean to jinx
But like
him,
you
but
said,
god damn, that's
earlier though, he
insane
did
to
a
have all
run
those manual combos.
still after he had that mess up, and it was still got a really good score, all things considered, and he had that crash at the end. So, I mean,
Yeah,
if he has the endurance, you send it. You know, try to get one on the
Girls
board.
just turned it into a
never
sex
know,
website.
honestly.
Yeah,
And
pretty
so far
much.
so good. Look at he's corrected everything.
which
that
I
looks so
really don't
solid on the
understand why.
bike.
It must just be like the way they've got that site set up for those kinds of
Crooked
things.
grind.
I think it just like kind of does a lot of the work for you, whereas on
Time for
Patreon,
one
like
more
it's just like
before
a
that buzzer
monthly
beat in
thing.
his line
I don't
before
really
the
know.
horn.
Yep, that's the same
Damn.
trick, and he pulls it again. So everything but that
Fakey
180 bars
manual.
with the backlash, like wrapping around on that quarter pipe.
Yeah, I would
Rooting for
imagine that when you
courage,
get into
dude.
the line,
His
you're in the middle of a line
his
before
playoffs run was
the buzzer
insane.
sounds and then the buzzer sounds. They let you
I mean, it
finish
was
out,
that
will
whole
count.
round minus the
Yeah,
foot down.
that makes sense to me too.
How am I liking your Devon shoes?
But yeah, look
They
at
are
this.
super
Here's
comfortable,
that
but I haven't been
manual
able to
hop
ride in
bar
them
spin
yet
to
because
manual
you
going
broke your
in,
arm. I
bar
like them.
spin to
They were,
unspin
like,
grind down that rail.
Extremely expensive to get in Canada, so like there was like a week or two where I was like kind of unsure about riding in them.
Now we wait
But
for
I really
Garrett
like them.
around
They're good.
to
I ride in them every time now.
85.33, so he will
They are
overtake
ridiculously
Garrett
comfortable.
Reynolds, so that'll put him in the medals.
So just
I would
like
say,
that,
like,
the
they're
mess-ups, like, if you have the
sized
endurance,
up
go for
a
it,
little bit
especially when you're
more
riding
than
at that
Vans.
distance.
Like I ride a
You
size
have to
10
be in that
Vans
position already.
for riding. I would say like my normal shoe size is like a 10 and a half, but I like a little bit of a tighter shoe while riding. It might be like a snowboarding thing where I'm just used to it, but other than them being slightly big, they feel really good.
Best run that counts. Can he jump back up into the medals here?
Yeah, so and those first two hits are so technical that he's done already. That nollie to bars from the ice pick grind.
The fact that he does that every
540
time
so
is crazy
consistent.
to me.
I've said this before, like
Switch
I
down
love that he's going to
whip,
his downside
over
whip.
crank arm,
He's got so many hits already on the course, like an answer
Bar
for
wall
everything
ride.
he approaches.
Oh man, I feel like he wants to do something there. I don't know.
So this is going to be
180
a
bar into the crook. I knew
180
it.
bar
I knew
spin
it.
to backwards crooked grind. He's only done the 180 to backwards crooked grind.
Come on, Garrett. What's he got? Whip.
Tail up to flat again. So this is definitely an upgrade.
Can you clean this up?
Finish strong though right here.
Let's go,
The
Garrett.
last couple of
Tuck
seconds here.
ice.
Whoa, tuck the hitter too.
It was sketchy. It was sketchy, but
That was some old Garrett Reynolds stuff right there, but you can see he's wore out.
Yeah. He's like, you know what? I'm going to lay here on the corner and take a little nap.
Yeah, I think he's battling something. I think, you know, he might be
I mean-
coming off of an injury. He might be dealing with an injury. But still, I mean, just think about it. And even if that is the case, if I am right by speculating that, which it all is speculation, he's still riding at such a high level. It's insane.
that's just I feel like that's such a small setup to tuck the ice.
Like at the set first run, he had a little bit of a grimace in the middle of that run. That either didn't like something or was maybe trying to shake something off physically. I don't know.
Personally, I don't put that up above Devon, but
That's a good point. So
That's
this
definitely
is
above
definitely an
courage,
upgrade
right?
over the first run. Oh,
He
it's
gets
a
in
big
with an
upgrade.
87. He
Okay.
goes from fourth all the way up to second, so that's going to put him just behind Devin Smiley. So Garrett
dude,
Reynolds
I hope Devon
calling
wins
it an
so
upgrade, and it
bad.
is
That
just
would be
that.
so sick.
That'll put him in a silver
Come
four
on,
now,
Devin.
and that'll bump Courage
I hope
out
just
into that
like
number four
the
spot,
other people
which,
just put their
remember,
foot down.
Courage is going to get to
Let's
ride
go,
last.
Devin,
So
please.
This just
Building
got
up.
real interesting, ladies and gentlemen.
This guy deserves it so
This
much.
is gonna get good.
Okay, you're
Yeah, Courage got 85 with a
Devin
bell.
Smiley. Like I said at the first run, 5 total medals, 3 silver, 2
Come on,
bronze. Can he
Devin.
possibly hang on and get his first ever BMX Street gold?
So far, so good.
Yes. Let's
Okay,
go.
He's got to get something.
Steeziest guy on the
make
course
an
right now.
addition. I want to see something different. I want to see him.
I think
so
he's gonna
look,
try
walking into
cab
that
bar
one,
out
try
of
to be
the
quiet on there. I hate like trying to talk
the
over and, like,
overpegs.
figured let that
I
one play
think.
out while he's getting that link.
Yeah, I think he wants
Love
cab
his
bar there.
line,
I'm
though.
not
I
sure.
love his
I feel like I
approach to
saw
the
him do that in
course.
practice.
Love his style of his tricks. I want to see him get something big at the end right here and try to really,
Yeah.
you know,
Okay.
solidify that top spot when you have all these guys.
Up rail Sui. He's just gonna crank arm over again.
Takes the no-hander.
I mean, that was
Hopping
dialed.
over again. So yeah, another
And,
similar
like, he's
run to what he
tricking
did the
from-
first time around.
Start to end.
But the
think that was
truth is,
cleaner.
If I'm going to be honest,
should
he
be-
did get the full cap.
It should be like
off.
an 89 or
So
something.
it's almost like they, you know, there's a
89,
couple things
90.
you could go back and forth on between the runs, but like he did upgrade that run and he's already in goal position. So the bar spin to manual.
Like that alone is
Connecting
just.
over to the tires, down that square rail. But yeah, right here where he does his fakie and then he does that full cab out, that 360 fakie. He only
On
did
the
a half cab out,
plexiglass.
and he's got that gold medal score. So I'm
That's got to be like an 80, 89 or
What they
90.
saw compared to the
Yeah,
first round.
90.
He was a little over a point and a half ahead of Garrett.
Let's
So,
go,
wow, a 90. So remember, saw Courage Adams get a 90 in the playoff in order to be here in the
That is
final and ride in that #1 spot.
Let's go.
Now Devin Smiley has put himself in with a 90. He was already in the lead, but that is some very welcomed breathing room for him with that score of
How
90.
long
As
have I been
said,
biking for?
he owns,
I'm
some
28
of the
years
two bronze.
old.
He would love to walk out of Osaka with
I
a gold. It
got
comes
my
down to
first
our last
BMX
two
when I
runs.
was,
Jordan Godwin looking at a possible medal here, sits in
I think
that bronze
14
spot
or
with an
13.
86.33.
There was like a couple
Jordan, he's
years
got a great base for his
in and
run.
around high school, like and like
Ride a feeble,
end of high school,
go
after high school, where I
switch
didn't really
hanger right there
ride
as
for a couple
well.
years. But
There's a crank arm with the
I'd say like I
left
got
crank
at least
that
a
time.
solid 10 years
So I'm
in.
just gonna point that out for everybody that's watching, because if you
Yo,
could
Noah,
use a similar
you hope Devin
setup,
wins, dude. Me too. I
you'll
mean,
notice that he's
it's
gonna
looking
use
pretty
the
good for
crank
him.
arm with the right crank. So just to be able to go
Godwin
back and
has,
forth like that is
I mean, all these guys have
jaw
winning
trick.
runs. Like, come
Yup,
on.
there you go. There is the tooth hanger to right crank arm grind to 180.
Pegs hard 3, he's got to send it. Come on. There he is.
Nice. He's got that hard 3 at the buzzer. That is an upgrade. So the judges are forced to give him a higher score on this one.
I
There's
think
no other answer. Everything was super.
This is what I'm
clean. He did a
hoping.
great
I'm
job.
hoping they put him at like 88, 89. Garrett gets third, and then Courage. I mean, I really hope he puts a
Turn
foot
down
down
into
or
the bank
something,
right
because I
there.
want Devin to win so bad. But I mean, if Courage gets his run again, I don't know. I think he's
Right
winning.
here you can see hanger, right crank arm.
I don't know.
to
It's hard to say.
180 Out. So technical.
Oh, yeah.
And then this is how he finished right here. This pegs to hard 360, and he's only been doing hard 180 all day, and he's got the score that he did. So
I don't know how to feel about this.
Now, it's in the hands of the judge.
Yeah, so that's exactly what I thought.
7.66, a little over a half a point ahead of Garrett
Come
Reynolds,
on,
so that puts
Devin.
Jordan Godwin in
Devin's
the
got to be
silver.
stoked.
Now this just got into a completely different
Yeah.
layer of interesting, because
yeah,
with one more rider
No
left to
crank flips?
go,
Is that what you're talking about, Bandit?
Garrett's now on that bubble.
Devin crank flips? I
Yeah.
don't think
Garrett's
any of the
only
other
missed
guys
the
really do
podium
crank
one
flips.
time. He's taken 21 medals and 21 starts here at the X Games. He earned the first 19 medals consecutively.
Oh, this is
So
Devin's
now
got to
he's
just.
looking at
I
another
mean, Devin
bronze
is
potentially,
guaranteed
But it
second.
comes down to what this gentleman can do in the span of these next 45 seconds.
Oh,
Courage
man.
Adams, your top qualifier. He gets to answer
God, it
last.
pisses me off how good he is at that
He's got that
shit.
trick. It's insane.
Oh no.
All right, that's the trick
Uh-oh.
that took him out in the first 2 runs, actually,
no.
that he did in playoff and
Slip a
finals.
foot.
So
Come on.
if he can get this going,
Just
this
slip
is
a
going
foot
to be
real
a
quick. Just put your
huge
foot down
score,
on the
and he
ground.
can easily get on that top of that podium.
Come on.
Nice switch hanger to
No.
bar spin.
Bar mani.
Hot bar.
Bar ice.
To manual. To bar. To
Ah,
ice
dude,
bar.
that is
So far, so
insane.
good.
He's got to
Mid
hang on for
180.
15 more seconds.
Yeah, but we all know how
Bar
he ends
crook.
this run. It's a banger. So this is what
I think he's gonna get it.
Jimmy. This is gonna decide.
I think this is, for him, probably the easiest part of his whole
There we
run.
go. Manual.
And he's
Bar
got it.
180.
He's got it.
And that is
That
gonna
got
do
him.
it.
That
There
got
is
him a
the buzzer.
90 last
Courage Adams
time.
puts it together. Last run, last guy to ride in the run order.
And that was the cleanest one that he did. I think everything that
That's
he did
hard,
in that
dude.
run
It's
was
really
so
hard.
clean. Everything was executed so well. So
Yeah, I mean,
Oh my goodness.
it's hard to. It's hard to.
4 times he did that. That impossible
not see
trick
that
4
winning,
times in a row.
honestly.
But this is the one that took him out in the first run of the finals, and he got it that time. So just think about that. He got an 85.
You gotta
with that
respect the
mess up.
manual combos. That shit is. He's risking it all,
This could be a huge score.
especially
right
with
here.
that nose manual for his
And
first
this
trick.
is the one that he finished off with, the manual across. Getting that 180 bar spin.
Yeah, good for
into
him.
That steep, skinny bank.
Did
right
Devin
there.
win? I'm thinking
What is
probably
the
not.
score going to be? You need better than an 87 to jump into the medals. You need
I'm
better
thinking they're
than
gonna give him like a
90 flat if
91
you're
or
gonna
92 for
overtake the
that.
top spot.
Even
Devin
though that
Smiley
did get him a
sits in that
90
top spot.
previously.
And
Yeah,
is it gonna be
91.3,
enough? It
yeah.
is. Courage Adams with a
Wow, good job.
91.33, the highest single score that we saw
He
in the
deserves
playoff
that.
or this final. And that man right there just took home X Games gold at BMX Street and put his name
Dude, props to
on
Devin though. He
very
literally
short
held
list of
first place
individuals
throughout
that
that
have ever
whole
taken
competition.
gold in this event. Also on the history front, that's only the second time that Garrett Reynolds has ever missed a BMX Street podium at the X Games.
Just
That's
barely too.
insane.
So close.
Wow, that was crazy.
Originally from Nigeria.
Yeah,
now
there's no
called
denying
Spain
that's
home.
the winning run for sure.
The last time an
All those
athlete
manual
from Spain won
combos
gold,
just-
you gotta go back to X
yeah.
Games Aspen in 2020. Snowboard superpipe, it was Coro Castellet.
It's such a risk, and like you see that in everybody else's run besides Devin.
That is
Man,
this-
when you're
I
doing
don't
runs
know
and
if
tricks like
another
this,
guy
you're
did a
pushing
manual
shit to me,
combo.
Like, this is just next level stuff. It
So,
was
like,
balls.
they
Everything he
they
did
deserve to
run
be on
was
top.
So good, and he picked the
But
perfect
I'm
time
pretty
to
sure
do it.
nobody else did manual combos.
What a banger! What an amazing day riding for Courage.
Here's another insane stat. We started doing street, you gotta go back to LA in 2008. In the time span of this event, he's only the 7th guy to have ever taken a gold in BMX Street. How crazy is that?
That really is nuts.
That's what I was talking about.
That was
It's a
insane.
Very, very short list of people that have taken gold. So he's got 1 silver, 1 bronze, and now a gold. So Courage Adams now has the trifecta when it comes to X Games golds.
Let's see it. Where's the medal at? Where's the medal? Let's get these guys on podium.
To be the top qualifier, to be
Get
in
the Red Bull hat
bottom,
on.
because out of these 4, only 1 person
He's looking
doesn't
for his
make
Red
it to
Bull
the
hat.
podium. You're at the bottom of the pack, and you get to come in and ride last, and you claim the gold in that final run. That was huge, Scotty.
Yeah, that's the dream scenario right there, to be the last one to decide whether or not you are going to be the one that gets to do their best run when it counts. And that's the dream scenario, and he stepped up,
Dude.
and man, he is going
All
to
the
have
guys
an
killed it.
amazing night hanging out with all these guys.
Courage has a street silver from 2023, a street bronze from 2024, and here in Osaka in 2025, he takes home the shiniest medal of them all. Courage Adams claiming X Games BMX Street gold in Osaka. So here's another interesting nugget when it comes to Courage Adams. We saw him in 2018 in Sydney at BMX Street. He's been in real BMX. And you're wondering, like, well, how come we haven't seen him in the States over the years? He's only had 1 X Games appearance in the USA.
There's the
and
Red Bull hat.
it was Ventura. It was last year where he had to settle for 5th, but originally from
Red Bull
Nigeria,
sending this
but
guy a
living in
big
Spain,
check.
It's been a myriad of visa issues for that young man, so that's why we've seen him here in Japan over the last couple of years, because it makes that a little bit difficult trying to make your way over to the U.S. to compete.
Yeah, so like just from the BMX community, seeing him in all of these viral videos of all of his crazy nose manual lines, all of his wild manual lines, like everybody was so excited to be able to see him in person, like see him ride, and like he just couldn't get here
Oh,
into the
getting the
United
quick
States, and that
pick.
was super frustrating for everybody.
They're like, come on, we
I'll
gotta
tell
get you to
what,
podium.
I went over to a competition that was in England, and I got to see him ride for the first time in person.
Dude, that's gotta
And
feel
when
so
I
damn
saw
good.
it, I saw him be the Courage Adams that I would see on Instagram, and like usually
'Cause
when you
he-
see video
God,
stuff,
he
you
really-
expect
he
it.
really
like,
sent
he
it.
must have waited there all day for it to be able to land that trick. But I saw him do the nose wheelie lines.
Courage
that
is a
seemed
beast,
like
ultra
they
deserved.
should
Oh,
be
absolutely.
CGI, but he was doing them consistently.
Garrett gonna steal the
and it
medal and
blew my
bolt.
mind. There is nobody in BMX that has
Oh,
the
he's
balance
got
that
too
this
many.
guy does, and the
He's just
consistency to
throwing
do
now.
it.
He's
Pretty
like, I
much
got too many of
almost
these
every
medals. I
time
gotta
he's
start
got
letting these other
exactly
guys
what he wants
to
to
get a
do,
couple.
like locked in and done, and to be able to show up at the biggest competition of the year for this sport, for BMX Street, and to be able to ride with the best guys and step up and do that in that moment on your final run is absolutely insane. And this guy is so special. He is one of a kind.
It was the final run both times, because in the playoff he wasn't in the top 4 either, and he had to do it in his second final run to
GG's,
get that
Devin.
90 to put him in the top qualifying spot. And then again, you know, didn't work out the first run, and then he was on the outside looking in that number 4 spot, and then gets up there about 91.33 to do it again. I mean, what a performance from Courage Adams.
Yeah, especially when he was coming off of that crash, like when he ended up coming off of that 180, he ended up flipping the handlebars into the face of that transition. So when he was down there for a little while, I was wondering what the deal was. I saw him getting up and like stretching out his shoulder. And just before, when he was taking off of his wet shirt from riding, when they dumped all the water on him, I saw a brace on his shoulder too. So I think that could have potentially been the problem. So, and especially if you're dealing with a shoulder injury and then you end
Courage
up
gotta have the
aggravating
best
your shoulder
manis
to
in the
step up and be able to
scene.
get those runs, insane.
So we first saw him in Sydney in 2010.
Yeah, there's no denying he's
Settled for 10th that year. He was
probably
in, World
one of the
BMX Games,
best
World
BMX riders when it comes to manual
Chiba in 2022,
manual
he made a
lines.
street appearance, finished 8th, and then in 2023 in Chiba, he came in off the alternate list and then ended up walking out of there with a silver medal.
Yeah, so when you
Devin
get your
vlogging for his
gold medal
OnlyFans or
in
what?
the competition, like here at X Games, like
You
there's
getting that
no better
OnlyFans
feeling in the
behind the
world,
scenes content?
And I remember when I got like my
I guess
first
I was
gold
on
medal,
FaceTime
it
or
was
something.
unbelievable. And this is like the proudest moment. So I can only imagine just how amped up he is, just being able to step on this podium right here.
Let me introduce our presenter.
And for Devin, it's going to be 6 total medals for him, and Jordan Godwin's going to end up with his 2nd medal. Jordan with a silver from X Games Ventura back in June of last year.
They look so awkward. It's so
Jordan
funny.
Godwin.
That's awesome. Let's go.
Yeah, he's the happiest dude. Like, I love this dude. I really do. When I met him for the first time, he was just such a genuine person. And then when you see him ride, especially like I brought it up, like all of these guys, they all focus on doing video parts. So if any of you guys can go on
it's such a
YouTube, go
like
watch their
organized
go share
official
them. It's unbelievable the amount of
event
work
when they
that
do it in
put
Japan.
into it as well, because they go out
I feel
there
like
and
in the
try to find
States,
all
like
these
like
unique
literally as
spots,
soon
and
as you
it's
win, like as soon as it's
crazy.
decided,
Like,
they just
when you're
throw
riding
the
in a
medal at you.
competition, these are like toned down like rails and ledges, but when they're filming, they are riding huge rails that they find on the streets and these super
Let's go,
unique spots.
Devin.
And Jordan is a rail technician. He is one of the top, if not like the top technical rail riders in BMX right now.
Also loves to ride dirt and skate parks as well. Started off racing moto, then moved to BMX mainly
What a
riding dirt
legend.
since he found pegs and started watching a lot more street riding, and that's where the direction of his career started to go.
The
Devin
music is
smiling.
so damn funny, dude. It's
That's,
sick.
6 total medals for him, his 4th silver.
Let's go, Courage. Well done.
And then, of course, the man of the hour here today, Courage Adams.
Can
Started
he
off
run it
his
back to
medal
back
career at
though?
the X
That's
Games
the
with
real
a
question,
silver in
boys.
street.
Next weekend, this shit gets rammed back in Salt Lake City. Can he run it back?
5 in Osaka. He now has an X Games gold.
Imagine.
He becomes only the 7th person in
Within
the
1
history of
week, he
BMX
gets
Street at the
2
X Games
street
to win
golds.
gold.
Oh yeah, pulled the Red Bull. Look at him, Red Bull right out of the pocket. Let me crack this Red Bull before I give my speech. There's an extra 20 grand in my bank account.
This is your 6th appearance to the X Games. 6回目の X Games の登場となりますが、初のゴールドメダル獲得、そしてまたここ日本でとなりました。So this is your first gold. And again here in Japan on podium. How do you feel? さあ、どんなお気持ちでしょうか?
Unbelievable. I just want to say thank you, Japan. Thank you, Osaka. It's a pleasure to be here. It's been a long journey. Yeah, like unbelievable. Thank you very much.
大阪、そして日本ありがとう。長い旅路でしたが、今ここに立てています。本当にありがとうございましたということです。So once again, congratulations to the first gold in X Games. Courage Adams.
Thank you.
Yes, 皆さん
行くぞ
ファーストゴールドメダルの
Yeah, so apparently he had a tendon injury in his shoulder in March of this year, Scotty, at the simple session. So that could
Damn,
explain
Jordan's got the
race.
monster.
Yeah,
Courage
so
got
in
the
to
Red
battle
Bull.
that crash like you did into the face of that transition, and then to step up and get your first
Devin's
goal.
gotta like
What
flex
a
the shoes or
warrior. That
something.
is
He's just
so
gotta
awesome.
imagine he just picked his shoe.
So that is a
up and
wrap
just
here
like
in
holding it.
Osaka with BMX Street. It's Jordan Godwin with his second total medal, his first bronze. Devin Smiley with his fourth silver. That's 6 total medals for him. And Courage Adams taking home the gold.
Well done. That was really good. I wasn't really sure how to feel about the new format, but I kind of liked it. I hope they liked it. All right, boys. Next up is Flatland. We got like 10 minutes until Flatland. That was sick. What is she saying? It said it all in English afterwards. Devin got the OF. He should just had his OF page pulled up on his phone. Subscribe. It's free. Check out my behind the scenes. I gotta peep his OnlyFans. It's been a while since I've looked at it. Yeah, so we got Flatland in 12 minutes, which I don't know if any of you guys have watched the BMX Flatland before, but it's on another level. Like the shit that these guys do on their bikes is crazy. I really don't care for Flatland. Jerry, you don't ride BMX. Like, if you ride if you ride BMX, you have some understanding of just how difficult the shit they're doing is. And I've had the pleasure to ride a Flatland bike a handful of times. There used to be a couple guys that rode Flatland at my skate park, and like, dude, like, you really have to ride to appreciate the shit they're doing. Like, obviously, I guess you don't, but if you do ride, you just understand how insane the shit they're doing on their bikes is. Kevin Prozaline? Yeah, let me find a wall to drop it off and do a friggin' down whip in. I don't know if this... Wow. I don't know if there's a spot for me to ride like Kevin Proza in here. How do you rail ride in this game? I really don't know. There used to be an input for it, and now it just kind of seems like you have to like straight up line it up. So I really don't know. I do tie rides sometimes, but it's always like a complete fluke. Yeah, you can request a trick. Whether I get it or not. How many times have you watched Flatland BMX, Jer? Because it is some of the craziest stuff ever. Yo, what up, Jun? 360 down whip over crank, nollie bar 180 out, nose manny half cab whip or bri flip. What the hell? Oh, Junior. Boston accent. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, I'm seeing it now. I can't do a Boston accent, but that makes sense. Okay, you want a... Hold on. This is going to take me a couple reads to just comprehend what the hell I'm being asked to do here by Bandit. 360 down whip to an over crank arm. Can't really nollie bar 180 out can't really nollie out of a crank arm, but nollie bar 180 out. So 360 down whip over crank, 180 bar out. Nose manny, half cab whip, nose manny. Wait, what? You want me to land in a nose manual? What? I'm so confused. You want like a that, but to whip out? Or do you want like I really don't know what you really want, honestly. That sounds insane. I could like maybe cab up to the nose manual? Is that possible? I mean, I don't really understand what the trick is. I mean, if it's like something like that, sure. Like, I don't really know. Park and Best Trick was crazy this year. I didn't watch actually much of it. I saw like I saw the top runs for Park. I managed to catch that live yesterday. But I haven't seen much of the Best Trick. I saw Ryan Williams do the front flip flare tail whip. That was pretty crazy. I saw Kevin's flare down whip over the box, which was crazy. Have you gotten any IRL riding in lately? Yeah. Yeah, I've been meaning, I don't know if you saw, but I made like a BMX vlog a couple weeks ago, and I've been meaning to make another one. Actually funny, after we just watched Devin go crazy at XGAMES, in my last like vlog, I was trying to land one of those 180 over double pegs. It's incredibly hard to do, so I have not done it yet. Technically, I've done it once before, but I got nothing to prove it, so I might as well just say I've never done it before. So I do need to go back and get that. And I'm feeling pretty motivated and inspired after that. So maybe I'll. We've kind of got some weird weather here for the next little bit, but the next time I get a day, I will go to the park and I will land it. But I think I might have. I don't know if I've updated my Google Photos in a while. Let me just see if I have. Yeah, actually, it looks pretty updated. Let's take a look here. I got a couple things I could show you, probably. There was. Oh, where was that feeble crank arm I did? Oh, I'm definitely missing a clip I got. What the heck? Oh, these should all be deleted. I don't know when I did that, though. It wasn't before this trip, was it? Pretty sure it was after. Oh no, here it is. It was before that trip. Yeah, so I got a couple clips here just from like immediately after that vlog. It's just like a little flat rail clip with a little feeble crank arm. I'll watch that one more time. Wait, can we slow this down? We can. The rail's so quick. We're so short, we pretty much have to slow it down to see what actually happened there. We got that little baby clip. We've got me doing a hang 5 in Toronto. We've got that's another hang five. It's me hitting the street rail really slowly. We've got some other guys riding. Is this the Tuck No-Hander? This is Nate. He's insane. It's gotta be this one. Okay. This is a sick Tuck No-Hander. He literally jumps off this shit and does a Tuck No. But it's not loading. Okay. Unfortunate. Oh, do I have the whip? Wait, this is starred. This has to be the whip. Bro. Okay, none of these load. That's unfortunate because I have Evan doing a whip gap and then Nate doing a tuck gap, but okay. Unfortunately, those will not load. So, what do we got here? Okay, well, maybe we just don't watch these. I don't know what to tell you. They just stopped loading out of nowhere. Okay, here we go. Okay, we gotta fix on the east side. It's the big feeble hard. Okay, we gotta go back to these. Like, these must work. Here we go, yeah. Big whip gap. Okay, where's Nate's? It's this one. This is sick. I mean, the whip was dope, obviously, but this is a sick tuck. Clean. We also got Mike hitting the down rail. Oh, that's not the pull. That was not the pull. Yo. Crew, this was just a group of guys we met up with in Toronto. I don't think I've got anything. I don't think I filmed anything else that was like pulled. I mean, this was a crazy line that Nate was doing. He did end up getting that pretty nice. A lot of pictures of me without a shirt on. A lot of pictures of my daughter. What do we got around here? I got a bunch of random little clips. Shirtless Vic, let's go, yeah. This is a little park near me. I think I'm just kind of flown around here. Three minutes till Flatland. Yeah, this is like 10 minutes down the road from where I work, so I get the odd session here. It's got some cool setups.
Dude, I just like don't.
Get that big E frame. Trying to get that OnlyFans sponsor, yeah. That's a leak. That was supposed to be exclusive to my OnlyFans, but unfortunately, you guys got that one for free. Since then, we got some insane slide clips. Insane slide clips.
Oh my goodness, you don't even need Courtney? Big brave girl.
Whoa!
Yep. I don't think. What's this? Oh yeah, it's a really slow manual 180. Little pegs hop up. Yep. And then this was from last night. Little 360. Little foot jam. Can't do that in streets yet, unfortunately. Really bad turn down. And then this was this is just some manual thing I was trying. Oh, sick, yeah. No, I didn't want to watch it. Big case, unfortunately. And then I started doing it to... Is this their clip? I started doing it from a rail. This was at like the end of a session. I was just so tired. Is it this one? No. It's one of these. This one? No. Oh, I could probably just look at the length of the clip. 11 seconds, maybe this one. No. Okay. It's one of these clips I did actually do that, but from the pegs. I didn't do it very good, so it's kind of whatever, but... Nope. Yeah, I don't know. I did pegs manual 180 somewhere. But I'm thinking what I want to do is I think I want to pegs up this rail, like the other one, to manual to 180, like out of this, and then like fakey towards this ledge, and then maybe do like a cab manual one or something. I don't know. Or maybe like just manual 180 to full cab down or something. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I got for clips at the moment. I've been out riding. The weather's just been so weird where we're at right now.
It's not how well you do in that 7
Oh,
minutes. We'll have
shoot.
to see when this first one unfolds how many different attempts
We
they're going
got
to get at it.
Flatland.
So it's only 40 seconds at a time. Also, if you dab a foot, that'll end. So it doesn't just go 40 seconds flat.
We
If
got
you dab a
Flatland.
foot, that's the end of that link, and then it moves on to the next competitor.
Let's go.
This is going to be crazy. Jimmy, there was a trick that he did. I've never seen anything like it before.
Cherry Dr.
We've seen
Pepper?
this today.
Absolutely.
I was trying to describe it to my brother. But you can see how he put his foot down right there, right in the start. So that was like super short-lived. But we'll get to that trick, and we'll just talk about Matthias right now as he gets
Matthias.
So Matthias Dandral, he has a bronze medal in this event. He got his bronze in 2023. Also in Chiba, had to settle for 4th in 2024.
He's definitely got more of like
so,
a...
yeah, Matthias is a rider that
I'm not
I've
like
spent
super
a lot of
educated
time
on
with over the years. We were on events
Flatland,
together for a long time, and
but I
we got
feel
to
like
tour
his
around,
style is definitely a
and,
little bit
I actually had to do
older
demos with
compared
him,
to
like,
some
in
of the
front
newer
schools.
Flatland guys.
And I would have to do it on flat ground stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, just go ride with Matthias. I was like, yeah, are you kidding me? Like,
Not that
can't
this
do
isn't
anything like this. Like, and he
impressive, it
makes look
is.
so
Like
easy.
I
He
will
can
never
land
be able to
this
do
stuff, like,
anything
the
this guy
whole
can do on a bike, but
How sick was that though, right there? Got his hands off and everything.
but when
So
you
got
see some of
Fired
these
up
other
he
guys
was
go,
into that
it's
one. So
crazy,
he'll
especially
step
some of
back. We'll
these,
turn it
I
over
think
to you,
Japanese
Captain
riders,
Geary.
like, yeah.
Flatland gold from X Games Chiba 2023.
Like, to
A
me, as an
breakless
outsider
rider.
looking in, like, it looks like he's on a completely
Wow,
different
look at how
level.
he
Like, look at this
transitioned
shit.
Up onto the
Look at
pedal
this
like that.
shit, dude.
And look how he's controlling himself, pumping around. This is incredible.
Saved it. That's not
Like,
touching down.
come
So there's the
on.
buzzer. So minute and a half gone.
It's kind of
5
like
laps to go.
figure
We go back
skating,
up to
yeah,
Kyoto
but
again.
like
This is
Remember,
it. This could be it right here, Jimmy.
1,000 times more impressive.
Not
And
overall
skillful.
impression, it is your best link that you're able to put together. Cross-foot.
Like, look at how he's standing on the bike spinning. Like, that is insane.
So he gets into one of those blenders when he does this trick that I saw that blew my mind. I'm gonna call it out when it happens, Jimmy. It's something I've never seen before. It doesn't physically look possible.
So
Can I do fakie manuals? Not very well.
BMX Flatland world champion Francis Mattia.
I can do like 180 fakie manual for like a very short period of time. I was working on fakie manuals
And he's pumping around.
earlier in the year.
He put his foot down right there at the end.
Yeah, again, if you dab that foot, that'll end the link. So
I'll
you're
look for a
that
clip of
40-second
one.
link clock right there. If the foot
Oh, we
dabs,
got this going.
the judges will flag you. You got to get out of the way, and the next rider comes in as we take our second look here at you, Katagiri. So we're coming up on the 4.5-minute mark. Gets the bike upside down.
Watch the
Back
transitions.
vertical on that pedal.
Look at how he just to transition the bike like that, and it's a complete different momentum change and where he's popping into. And then look at how he's going from standing still, and look at all the momentum he has.
Dude, like, come on.
Oh my goodness.
Dude.
That was almost perfect.
Insane, these combos.
So we're working our way towards the 4-minute mark here. Kiyo Hayakawa back in. He's the youngest athlete on the roster at X Games Chiba in 2022. He's 20 years old.
Look at his feet, dude.
See how he's got the legs crossed, just like you pointed
And
out
he's-
before. And
He's applying
wrenching
pedal
right there.
pressure in
Oh
some
my
of that.
goodness. Right at the edge too.
Like,
Also,
come
he got
on.
that gold medal in 2022. got
He
it
does
up
an
all
insane
the way
combo
to
after this.
John Williams
After this,
Provost tested
Here it is.
positive for COVID
Yep.
when he arrived
There it is.
in
Did you-
Tokyo.
he does that, but
That was the trick.
manuals
If
around
you-
with his
if you
foot
ever see
completely
slow-mo that trick,
backwards.
his foot is facing complete 180 when he spins off the top of the head tube. I don't know how his foot doesn't like end up getting like injured. It's insane.
Okay, that's
Look at
pretty
that,
cool.
reaching down, grabbing the fork.
Okay, okay.
Steps right out of that into another back tire
Not
variation.
really. He didn't
And he
really
still has
step right
24
out of it
seconds, so he
into it.
has
But
time to get a good link right here.
cab nose, foot jam whip.
Pops it around to the
Ooh.
front.
Over the top of the hat and
Yeah.
everything.
I thought he was going to reach down and scoop that thing up, but just decided to roll over it.
Oh, look at that.
How does he end it? Cross-footed over the top tube, and
I mean, I don't
it's
know.
that one with a bang with the buzzer, and he plays it up to the crowd as well.
So I'll tell you what, for the 7 minutes for the three riders, like, you know, we're
Goes
already
pretty
down
quick.
to, it does, yeah, we're already down to 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
You know, it's crazy
Wow.
to think that back in the day, it used to be this, you used to get 2 or 3 runs, and they were like a minute and a half long, and you just had to get out there by yourself and just do this for 90 seconds to 2 full
That
minutes.
is true.
I definitely enjoyed the jam session much more nowadays.
Yeah, I think the riders would agree as well.
Oh my
so
God.
close. Love his style. And like I was saying earlier, everybody has a different style, a different approach.
So we're working our way towards 2 minutes here. We're on attempt to number 4.
Oh, wow.
Cross-footed.
Yeah.
Again, with the bike upside down.
Flatland isn't very entertaining.
How cool is that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Technical.
I don't know what to tell
Me
you.
and my
I think
brother, we just
to me,
watch
this is like
Flatland
one of the
videos
most
and we
impressive
sit here and it's
disciplines
just
of
like
BMX.
We're watching a whole different language of BMX that we grew up
Like, this
with
shit is
riding.
just
It's
insane.
It's beautiful. It really is.
So we're coming up on 90 seconds left to go. Hard to believe. 2003. You got to go back to the
The
first
closest
year
thing I
X
could do
Games
to
was in
Flatland is a
LA.
hang
That was
five.
the last
And,
time
like,
Flatland was contested.
it's like the easiest
until
thing.
2022 when it got brought back for X Games Chiba that year. So that's how lengthy of a gap it was. 19 years.
Oh, it's crazy. And 2003 was actually my first X Games, and I do remember seeing it there.
Do you
That
remember who
was
won
super
Flatland in
clean.
2003? Were you watching?
Yes, yeah. It was I'm going blank. Right
You
now.
wish more
Australian
Flatland
rider.
runs ended on
Right,
pedals instead of
right.
2
Yeah,
pegs.
There we go. There we go.
And for the first 6 years, it was the battle between Trevor Meyer and Marty Cuopa.
Yeah.
Trevor got the first 3, 97,
That is just
98,
like, how do you
99. Marty
flip the
got
bike around and
2000,
land like that?
2001 and 2002.
Look at how he is getting.
Even
that
just
momentum
riding
going
like
from
that,
those
like,
tight
that
circles
is-
all the way to. Look at the speed, and look at the balance he's in. Like that doesn't seem possible to do.
Like, what?
Oh,
No.
oh my
That was a
God.
heck of a way to end that link.
Oh,
Shit is so
with only 30
crazy.
seconds left too, right?
Well, I'm going to imagine that if there's time and we get back into it, that they'll let all three of these guys take their last link here.
You'd be dead after the first 10 seconds of spinning.
This is a brand new format for us here.
There's not you would never be able to get into the spinning. This shit is
into that blender right there.
on a whole nother level.
Oh, and then look at his foot stays on, pointing the other direction.
Like step out of that.
Dude, he's got to have some big ass pins on those pedals to keep his foot on. I don't know how he's keeping his foot on the pedal.
With his hands off and just spins his. He uses his hands to spin his body to dismount off of it.
Okay, so they are going to let him run out and get the same amount of links here. So with the time overall, time clock, 7 minutes has expired. So with Matthias coming out here, that means he'll get one more shot here, and then you Katakiri. And remember, it's the top two. You won't see scores. It's just
Yo, what
a
up,
ranking.
Fox?
The judges are
How
going
you
to
doing?
decide which two riders.
I find this
are
so
gonna move
impressive,
on
dude.
into
This
that
is
semi.
some of the most
And
impressive
Matthias has
stuff you
had
ever
a
see
great
done on a
showing
bike.
So far, he's got a couple different links that he is super psyched on. Look at this one, completely different than he's done in the other ones as well.
I don't know, Matthias, like
He is
he's
so
got
good
good
at spinning.
style, and
Got such an ability
he's really
to be able to
smooth,
tighten up
but
his spins.
the
He's
stuff
so
that he does
locked
just
in.
does
It's
not
amazing to
impress
see.
me as much as some of the other
Crazy to watch,
guys.
The way that they just lean in and the mic's up against one of your
another
legs
one.
and take the hands off in the middle of a spin like that.
Yeah. Because like what they do
He's
is
OG
they'll
status,
get their
yeah.
pedal,
I'm pretty
they'll,
sure Terry Adams
lock
is
it in
in
behind their
this too.
calf, or even
I've
their-
always
they'll
preferred
go
Terry
to
though.
their seat. It's
Terry's
so
Terry's
cool. It's
riding
so
like
intricate. There's so many little things that play into
obviously
them
it's
being
sick when they
able
make
to
it look
get
so
these
like
tricks.
styly and flowy, but like the thing I appreciate about Flatland is just how technical
Maybe
it all
for the
is.
for this
And
first
Terry
heat
definitely
here,
does some more technical.
The way that they're lining up, that tells me
combinations.
that is the case here. Take
At
a
least
look
like
back at Matthias
to the
Daniel
eyes,
highlights
like to
here.
me it looks
Yeah,
more
and, you know, I
technical.
was saying
I could be
earlier, you
wrong.
see
Like
the
I
pedal was
again,
just
like I'm
locked
not
in
educated on
behind his
Flatland.
calf right there, to be
But-
able to lock in and be able to get that spin. You know, watch these transitions. Like, look at that. The way he was able to spin the bike.
Lanky,
step up
I
and get
could
that
not tell you
momentum
how
going.
these guys do this shit. Like
Look at the pump.
how
It's
you even
unreal.
get
It
to a
doesn't
point where you can
seem
learn this
possible. It
and get
really
into
does.
that
And it's
position,
just
like-
completely different style from each three of these riders. Complete different approach to riding. And here we go.
Like
Let's
this
see if we
shit-
can watch this.
Look at his
leg.
foot.
Staying on the pedal. Watch that right foot. Staying
In practice, he was continuing the combo
Just to watch that.
and still
He's done
spinning
it
around with his
multiple
foot
times too,
backwards.
man. Like,
Wow.
it's amazing. This is just. I wish that I had the patience growing up and I focused on this, because this is beautiful.
Like
It
every
really is.
BMX rider wishes
mean,
they could do this
To
shit.
get to this level, you have to spend a lot of time in a parking garage or an empty parking
It's a
lot
double
somewhere.
top tube,
And
yeah.
These guys are such.
They got some
dedicated
interesting bike
riders. I
setups
mean,
for
this is
Flatland.
day in and day out, hour after hour after hour on end.
Yeah, and the tricks, you know, there's
That
there's
is
basic tricks that you can start
crazy.
from, but none of these guys are doing anything basic anymore, and it's different than one another. It's completely different than one another, and we're going to be saying that every single jam session.
That's the so it's you, Katagiri,
Yeah, I mean
and
that was obvious.
Kyo Hayakawa that are going to advance here. So Matthias Dandois is not going to make it out of this heat. So Flatland Battle A in the books. We've got Group B and Group C. So the key here in this opening round,
And
only the
you'll see
top
3
two
other guys come out, all
from
different
each
bikes.
heat here will move on, and then from there we'll have 2 more heats of 3.
Dude, this guy that looks like
And then when we
David
get to the
Beckham.
final heat, it's only 3.
You've
So
not
when
seen
those
him ride
3
before. I
guys
cannot remember his
make
name.
it into that last bracket.
Drawing a blank. I'm pretty sure he won last
They know that all of them are
Flatland at
getting
X
a medal.
Games, but
It's just a determination.
the shit he
of what
does
color medal
on
they're gonna
the
get.
front wheel is
Which one is it
crazy.
going to be? But man, we got some legends in this heat coming up.
Alex Jumlin, 47 years old. You got Vicky
Alex, that's
Gomez
it.
from Luxembourg at 44 years old. And then Jean-William Provost from Montreal.
Yeah,
at
Alex. He does
38.
some
So, to your
insane
point
stuff
with
on the front
legends,
wheel.
This one's a pretty stacked heat right here.
Yeah, like in the having Vicky and
You
having
ever
Alex
let a
Jumlin,
nasty
like me,
gal
I had a
ride
long
on your
BMX
pegs?
career.
No.
And when
It's
I
a lot
was
of nasty
before I was a
boys.
professional, I would see these guys in the magazines. So like, it's amazing to see them still doing it and still progressing, still pushing the sport that they love. It's unreal.
Bill, you want to go back to Alex
His style seems a
Jumlin?
little bit more
He goes
street.
back
Who?
to
Matthias?
1998.
I'd say that
The San Diego
there was a
years,
certain
that
point in
was
time where
the-
he did
Those
start
are
making
your
like
San Diego
doing
years.
more
So
street
Flat-
moves
that
and
was the
stuff,
first time he competed
or like
in
doing
Flatland.
Flatland on
Don't
like
you
a
go back to
manual
1998?
pad or
Yeah.
stuff like that.
That's awesome.
Watch this guy just do a
Finished 11th
1080
place
on his
there,
nose real
99 in
quick.
SF. He was there in 2000, the 2 Philly years as well. So an 11th, 9th, 7th, a 10th, and a 7th for him, and then he got a silver in Chiba in 2022. And he starts us off here in bracket B.
Yeah, and his style has changed over the years.
Whoa.
He completely evolved. He is such a technical
All
rider
brakeless,
with so
too.
many intricate spins. You know, he rides no brakes now at all. I believe there's like 3 riders that are riding from brakes in this competition. I think that's what it was.
Pretty sure
Rest of
this
the guys
guy's
are
like a
gonna be
TikTok
brakeless.
Flatland rider. I could be wrong, but
But you can see already, compared to what we saw in the first heat, completely different approach. A
yeah,
different
really
balance, A
slow.
different style of riding the bike.
He's riding so much slower than the first
So again, it's
guys.
a total
Again, like
7-minute
crazy.
jam session here. They stay in the same order.
But oh my
Wow, to
god,
flick
oh
the
my
bike
god.
like that twice and keep it going consistently is so impressive.
Even just like manually going that slow is so difficult. Whoa.
Oh, that was so sick.
That was
to
pretty
be able to
crazy.
hit that, like, that was insane to be able to hit that. He's holding the handlebar, doing like a bike flip, almost like a tail whip at the same time, and to be able to catch it, that was so impressive.
Okay, Jean
And something
Williams,
else
look
you'll
at the
notice is
speed
like a
he
lot
came
of
in to
these.
start this link off.
Oh my
Look at
god, I
the
can't even talk looking at
rotation.
this. What is
I love
happening?
watching him ride. His style is
What
so
the
sick.
fuck?
It's so aggressive, but so
Holy
smooth. Look at that. Transfer the bike
shit.
around right there at the end.
Yeah, something you'll notice is a lot of these guys are in their late 30s, early 40s, and that's because that's literally just how long it takes to get this good at Flatland.
Top 2 riders from each bracket move on into the semifinal round. 7-minute
Oh,
jam
yeah,
session. Each one of these
he
runs
does
40 seconds in
insane
length.
nose
Or if you dab
manuals.
a foot or come off the bike, that will end in
Way
your
harder,
lane, so
slow?
that'll
Oh,
go for
absolutely, yeah.
Alex Jumelin.
I think I prefer to watch it
Turn our
when they're
attention
riding
back to Vicky
fast, but
Gomez here as we are at the 5-minute
I mean,
mark.
anybody that rides knows like just crawling around in a manual at that speed is so difficult.
Oh wow, transferring over it now.
And that's just
fun
like
about
a
Vicky
normal
Gomez,
manual,
like, you can
not
see
spinning
his
around on your
momentum,
pegs
he
with your
keeps
bike
everything
upside
nice
down,
and
doing
slow moving.
half
There's
HD
guys that
flips to
do
manual. Like
Big open speed, you know, they're going around, but
That
his
is
stuff is so
insane.
controlled and so tight. Wow, another one pulled right there.
We were talking
Perfect
about Alex
showing so far.
Jumelin going dating back in the Flatland history books. Vicky Gomez.
yeah,
got
some of
there,
them will
in
have
Flatland
like grip
in
tape for
2003.
pedals
The last year we had it in LA.
because
where
they
we
actually
finished
want their
fifth
foot
there.
to be able to
As we
like
bring
kind of
back in
pivot a bit
Sean
on the
William
pedal
Provost.
and not get stuck. So you see some of these guys, like this guy
He's got
is
plenty of time on the clock. though.
pretty much a
And that's
flat
the good
pedal with
thing
grip
is, like,
tape.
right? Because it's your best 40 seconds. So
It's from Montreal. I should correct
Watch him
myself.
pop
Called
into the
Prevost.
nose. That is insane.
stepping off right there. So Vicky has had 2 full pulls so far.
I think Vicky's
And
winning
every
this so
start
far.
has been different, his approach onto it. Crossing up, you can see
Whoa.
transfer back over to crossing again.
So when you see them step off here,
Why does he look like
It's not
David
an issue
Beckham? I
because,
don't know.
again,
He's
they're
been
looking
getting
for your
teased about
best
that for as long as
out of
I'm
every
aware of.
attempt that you had out there, so it's
I mean,
your
it's-
best link.
Yeah, I
in
don't
that
think
40
anybody would
seconds.
complain about looking like that.
Or
It's
the
a
best 40
handsome looking
seconds, I
fellow.
should say.
Look at the transitions. It's always body, bike, as he keeps the momentum rolling. Oh, so
The way he maneuvers
clean.
his bike around looks
Oh,
unnatural.
right at the
Step off as well, so
end.
we're coming down to 3 minutes here.
Here we
Okay,
go.
we're
3 minutes and some
at the
change. We're
halfway,
at
right? Just a
3:10.
little bit.
I'm waiting to
Okay,
see
now
like the
that's
1080
halfway.
nose manual. Like, I know he wants it like
Teaches
in this
flat
combo.
line.
Intricacy at how he transitions. He starts spinning around, right? The tight corners. He like gets the bike to tighten
God
up the
damn.
spin, and then he transfers that momentum to carry on.
Right here.
Both feet
Oh
on.
my
How do you get
god.
that
Yes, he
one?
wants to
Oh, that
keep
was
going,
sick.
which is
There you
insane.
go, buzzer for him. Bring back in Vicky Gomez as we come up to 240 and counting down. Onto the
So-
pegs, onto the front wheel, and
Yeah,
then
you can see-
cross-footed.
And what's insane about it is in a lot of these Flatland maneuvers, you'll see that they've got like one limb off the bike usually, which you can kind of use to balance yourself. But when they've got both feet and both hands on the bike and they're in a combo, like
Saying
it's
watch,
just
it's like
it's
a
next
flick,
level.
right? The momentum changes. Body bike, body bike.
Gets into it.
Yeah, I look like they have
Hits
director
that one
forks.
home. Wow. There.
I'd be willing to bet none of them have director
Jean-William
forks, but
Prévost.
maybe like a similar style for sure, like a zero offset.
That's a smile of relief right there. Oh, I
The
love that.
director forks didn't have zero
Going for the
offset.
nose, stopping
Like,
the momentum,
they
and then
looked
hopping
bent
back
forward
into a
to
nose 360.
since there was no offset in the actual dropout.
44 to go.
Where these guys will have
Can we get
actual
another
straight
round of
forks.
links for these guys? We'll
Zero
see.
offset.
Vicky Gomez back in.
See, crossing in and out and
With like a
recrossing
10 mil
again.
reach stem, like there's no
The
stem on
bike
their
was
bike.
traveling the same momentum, but the body
Just so it's also
changed.
twitchy and
Those are
easy to
always
pop into
mind-boggling
stuff.
to me when they get into these cross-footed combos and get out, back in, and get back out again.
Yeah, and it's if you
Did a
stand
hang
up
5
and
on a
do it,
Flatland bike
it's
once, and it
such
was
intricate stuff. Like
it was
needs to be in the perfect
noticeably
spot, but
easier
wow,
to
this
stay
right
in
here
the hang
is
5,
So clean.
which is having that twitchy of a setup.
Oh,
Couple of seconds
Damn.
left,
Wow,
and they'll bring
that
that
was-
one around. So only the top two out of this bracket will move on, and then we have one more bracket to go here in the opening round. We're under a minute.
God,
oh, right
that
up to the
is
pedal.
this manual. I don't think I've really
See how he's bringing that momentum
seen it
all
this
the way around
often.
the outside, similar to how you.
I like his
actually did. He
bike, too.
was
His
doing
bike is
a
sick.
Similar,
God, that is
trick like
crazy.
that.
How they can
35
even
seconds left.
do
That
this
was a horn
stuff
for him. So
this
Alex
consistently is
Jumler
beyond me.
gonna get back out there. So
Here he goes. Here he goes.
Try to finish strong.
360, 720.
Look at that balance.
1080?
stationary, Keep rotating around.
Just keeps going.
1440 pretty much.
Wow.
That is insane.
A
Like,
completely different approach. I'm saying that every one of these
my
riders
God.
have their own
That is
unique touch
crazy.
to this sport.
I knew we were gonna see it, boys.
So there was a little bit of time left, so they're going to let Vicky Gomez get back out there. Attempt number 6 for these guys. I mean, the hits come quick out here. You're looking at the clock and you're thinking, all right, 7 minutes.
It's
but
taking its time.
It's actually going really, really quick.
Really quick, yeah, way quicker than I imagined it to be.
And I guess you
I
see
mean,
him
let's
kind
be
of
real.
slow
You've
his
done
front
enough
wheel
shows with
down,
some of
so
these
maybe
guys
it's
over the years. I mean, these guys can get out there
definitely a
and
little bit
go
easier to
nonstop
balance
for
this stuff
probably
without all
10
that weight
minutes straight.
spinning around in the front.
100%. I mean, and especially their style of stuff too. Like
probably
keeping momentum,
especially for that
carries
trick.
it as well. So
If his wheel was spinning, his
but
bars would
Vicky
be
has
going
done
all over
so
the place.
many unique links so far in this competition
Yeah.
today. It's been really amazing to see it.
Crazy.
What an awesome showing.
So it looks like, based off what we just saw here and what we saw out of that first bracket, when the 7 minute runs out, that's it. They don't run out. the
Vicky
runover.
Gomez was
So
at
there's
X
time
Games
on the clock, and
2001,
they let
yeah.
you get in, and you
These
start
guys have
that
been at
link,
it for
you
a
get the
long
finish,
ass
but then
time.
after that 7 minutes is gone, it's lights out.
Yeah, so it's like luck of the
I
draw
do a
right
little
there.
flat, but
Some replays, you guys
or
get
I
to
have-
see some slow-mo
I do a little
stuff,
flat.
and just
I don't
really
have a
focus
flat
on the
setup,
footing here.
but
I think that's gonna really
if
make you
on
appreciate
one
all the
can
intricate
balance
things
better,
that these
that
riders
is
are doing.
hard though. Yeah, it's definitely easier with like all the really short, snappy bikes, but
Even his slow-mos look like
it
they're fast
doesn't-
motion. It's
Yeah, the
wild.
speed
like
and
you're not getting on
intensity
one of
that
these
Jean-William
bikes as a
Prévost
normal
had
bike rider and just
throughout this
able to do
entire
any
7
of this
minutes.
shit.
I mean,
Like,
especially that
love
first one,
that.
the first time that we saw
It's
him come
also
out,
insane.
the way that he launched into that first link was impressive.
Absolutely, just so much power in his riding. It really
no
is.
other competitions today, Bandit.
The
This is
control, Vicky Gomez.
this is it for
That
BMX
was
this
a
weekend. I'm pretty sure, but
really
next
fun
weekend
heat
is
to
X
watch.
Games in Salt
And
Lake,
look at the
so
balance,
we'll do this again.
Spinning back and
Um,
forth.
maybe we
in
can
that
watch-
circle and just
depending on the
correct
time,
himself just to realign.
I
realign
could
the
maybe
balance.
do Park as well.
Purely muscling that one around. Oh, so the
I totally forgot
Canadian
about X
did
Games
not
this
get in.
weekend though,
So it's
so
Vicky
I missed
Gomez
it.
and Alex Jumlin that are going to advance here from this round. So
Wow,
he got
that's
a
amazing
silver
to
medal
see.
in 2023.
That's kind of
in
interesting to
Chiba,
me.
so
Like
he
I
is
knew
not
Vicky
going
was
to
gonna
advance here.
win that round, but I guess Alex pulled some more stuff.
So Alex Jumlin and Vicky Gomez will move on here.
Other
in that
guys just
second
out of
bracket,
there.
So they will join the likes of Yu Katagiri and Kiyo Hayakawa.
Yeah, Vicky did do crazy.
Then we have one more
He was
bracket to
really
go.
consistent, landed a
Moto
lot of stuff.
Sasaki, Terry
And we got
Adams,
Terry Adams.
and Yohei Uchino.
This guy's
gonna be a
insane.
fun
Uchi
one.
for short.
This guy's This guy has a street style.
You've got a bronze medalist in Moto
And
Sasaki
his
from
setup
X
looks
Games Chiba
pretty street
2022.
too.
You've got a legend in Terry Adams with 3 prior Flatland appearances. His first one goes all the way back to 2002.
Terry has the
last year X
ugliest
Games
bike
was
I've
in
ever seen.
Philadelphia,
What the
and
hell
he's
is
got a
that?
2003 LA appearance, and then 2022 in Chiba where he finished 5th. And then Uchi,
Yeah, buddy, on the white
X Games appearances were
street
here in
looking bike
Japan,
is
22 and 23 in Chiba, and both
next
times.
level.
he
I mean,
was
all
an
these
8th place
guys are,
finish.
but
So we do it all over again. 7 minutes on the clock. We'll start when the first rider starts their link, that being Moto Sasaki at 40 years old. Each one of these links, 40 seconds in length. It's not overall impression. It's your best 40 seconds. It's the best attempt the judges like the most out of everything you do in the span of 7 minutes. Top 2 move on to the semifinal round.
here we go, Terry. Let's go.
Terry Adams is a legend in Flatland.
North
Terry
Cup
actually-
Flatlander of the Year in 05, 08, and 2020.
Yeah, look at this. Oh, how he drops
Terry's
down
an
to the
absolute
pegs. That is a classic
legend.
Terry Adams right there.
In BMX overall, but definitely in Flatland. He's a nice guy, dude, actually. I remember it might have been early Instagram days. Oh my god, that was fun. I think it was early Instagram days. I sent him a message. Just
So now we take
it might have been after a contest or something he posted,
Yohei Uchino.
and he
Look at
responded, and
this.
he was such a
I
nice
was
guy.
watching this in practice. I couldn't believe
Yeah,
his
that-
control doing those backwards manuals, and he gets into these intricate
Just switched
links.
up the foot.
He was just
The
getting
first chunk of
speed.
that was all rolling backwards.
It's so
And then
wild.
look how fast he gets
I wish I
going
could just
the
ride like
opposite
that.
direction.
That shit would be so
What he does out.
cool.
Look at that. And he look at it.
Like,
see he's walking
what?
in stationary right there.
Yeah.
That's so
What the
ridiculous.
That was mind blowing.
That is
I was watching all
crazy.
the BMX Street riders watching him do that. They were just like, how? Doesn't
Pink
make
and white,
sense.
yeah. I mean, the one
Alright,
dude's
so
bike
we go
doesn't
back
look
up to the
as
top of the
bad.
order here. Just under
It's like
5.5
white and
minutes
red.
left to go. This
It
is
actually
his
looks pretty
third
sick,
X
but
Games
yeah, pink
appearance.
and white is
Moto
just
Sasaki. And we
just
quickly
pink.
move back
Just
into
pink bike
Terry
parts in
Adams
general. I just
from
never
Hammond,
look good
Louisiana.
unless it's just like a pink frame.
Yeah, he invited me to New Orleans.
This
to go to
this
the
color
Voodoo
combo
Jam,
is.
and it was
I wonder
one
if
of
it's
the-
helpful
one of
at
my
all,
favorite
like
BMX
being able to
experiences.
just
like, it was
have
epic
your
to see a
seat
Flatland competition
seat posts and
in that
bars
kind of format
have
where
s-
everybody's just surrounding.
be so visible. I don't
energy's
know.
Insane, and this is so similar to it.
I wouldn't think so, but
Ooh, transferring over.
To jump over to the front pegs like that,
okay.
cross-footed and back with the
Not
bars
bad,
backwards
Terry.
as
Not
well.
bad.
And you can see Terry rides from brakes. A lot of the guys are brakeless nowadays. He is one of the last ones keeping them on there, and that's his style.
Oh god.
Got a little bit of a slower tempo, but that works.
What's
for him.
next after this?
He's got a
Nothing.
unique
There's nothing
signature to
else.
his tricks,
It
so
might be skateboarding or something.
Uchi
I can't
dabbing
remember.
a foot there, so that'll cut that link short. So we're just under 4.5.
Oh,
Uchi back in. Again with the dabs. Not an issue. Again, it's your best 40 seconds that you string together is what the judges are looking for.
Why is Terry's
and
seat
Moto
so
keeps
high?
on- as soon as he has,
I mean, a lot of these
going
guys
into
have
that
high
pit,
seats,
he
I
just-
think,
He's
right?
got to get past that part.
At
right
least a
there.
lot of the American riders.
Oh, look at that! See how he's like so slow, and the control it takes.
That guy high seat's pretty common in Flatland.
It's the
Except for like
patience,
some of
the
these like
control,
newer school style
unbelievable.
riders. Like that other guy's a slam seat, but you're also not seeing him do a whole lot of
Wow.
stuff like that.
Amazing.
That was a
Amazing
crazy
to
looking
see.
combination to
Is scootering in the X
the
Games?
end
No.
of that one. Digging the X Games neon sign right there they've got on the edge of the Flatland zone.
Oh, he's struggling.
The start right there just went away.
Surprised to see blading in the fees events. They did rollerblading in fees. That's cool.
Let's see what he does with this
They do
one.
scootering in fees, don't they? I don't really follow fees too much.
Oh, he has a full 360 jumping back onto the pegs.
And that ends up cross-footed again.
Yeah, blading is sick.
The 41-year-old is
If they have
visibly
MX,
excited there, rightly
they
so.
do have
Here we go.
motocross in X Games, but I don't
on,
think
he's
they
right there.
do in the Japan one. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure Japan is quite literally just BMX and skate. But they normally don't do Flatland. Oh, well, they do at the Japan ones, but I feel like they don't normally do Flatland at X Games. I went to X Games Venture last year, and there was no
I'm
Flatland,
gonna be able to get
which I was
this.
pretty disappointed by, honestly.
I'm so happy for him.
Why is the one guy sitting out? I don't know.
So 2 minutes left to go.
He's a bike
So it seems
problem.
like Uchi is passing his
He's
attempts
sore,
or
maybe?
Yeah,
something,
well, I have to say,
right?
we're just down to 2. It's just been
Yeah, we're just
Terry
going
and Moto.
back
I
and
just
forth.
realized that. I was like,
Oh, here he
we've
goes.
seen a lot of these two guys. Like,
Yeah, I
Uchi
wonder
hasn't gone
why.
in a couple of rounds.
Maybe there's some strategy in this Flatland jam.
There he is.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Like, I didn't hear a tire pop or anything, so I'm pretty sure there wasn't
Yeah.
a flat going on. But, yeah, to your point, maybe.
Oh my.
Goodness, did you see those guys on the
I
edge
was just
right
saying,
there?
watch out when you're
He
in the
got
front
into
row.
that.
It's a great place to watch, but
Yeah,
You don't wanna
man,
get a
he's
peg in the
spinning like
grill.
that. Wow.
okay, we're at 1:15 to go here.
I know my
This is our
stuff.
last bracket.
I know
Top
nothing
two
about
move on. No scores. live
Flatland,
ranking.
really.
See who goes on to the semifinal. What's going to happen here? He's setting up for something here, Scotty.
Oh, yeah. I'm so curious to see if he's going to do something real.
I used to be a little bit more knowledgeable in it.
Oh,
We had a couple Flatland guys at my local skate park,
to
but
go from the front, to bring the front or the back.
I haven't been
past your
around any
body.
Flatland stuff in God,
I
probably
think
like
they
6 or
said-
7
no one
years.
else wants to go, so
I
it
think
looks
they
like
said
Moto
go for it, yeah.
and Uchi just waved it off, so they're going to let Terry take another one.
Because, I mean, that's the style, right? If you know, all right, I have one link I want to do. Moto got his link. He did it. So, let's see if he can
Come on,
transfer
Terry.
it
This one
over.
again, it looks like he is. He's setting up for that one
Here
again.
he goes.
Come on. Defies the laws of balance.
Yeah, and then getting the momentum to keep going.
The transition
to
into the
see.
next line was
But amazing gets to finish this one out, man.
kind
Really
of
happy for Terry Adams.
sketch, but
So there's still time.
God, the Flatland guys are just all so nice and respectful
Man, what's
too.
so
Like
cool
it's
about
crazy.
Flatland, too, it's such a tight-knit community. All these guys, so much love, so much respect for one another.
So Moto managed to get back out there for one more before the 7-minute time clock elapsed. But there was an interesting point there. So like you said,
Is the
you
stream
got your link
over?
that
No,
you
no,
wanna
no.
do and you get
Stream's
it
not
done.
over.
They're looking for the best one.
I think there's
so
still another
you
heat.
don't necessarily need to go through.
Well, there's gonna be
Keep going
finals
time
for
and time
Flatland,
again,
and
so
then
we'll see how this pays off for these gents.
we'll
Yeah,
We'll
so
play a
only
little
a
bit
top
more
different strategy compared
Streets
to the
here.
other heats. But some replays. I love the slow-mos. We get to really study what's happening. But look
yeah.
at
Check out the
stationary,
slow-mos,
jumping
Scott.
around.
Check out the slow-mos.
So amazing. There's Rim right there cheering him on. It's Terry Adams. Wow, so complicated. Transferring over and then spinning the bars at the end right there. And this is
Oh my
where
God.
he had to get past to be able to get that link. And you knew it right there. He was like, finally.
Oh no, I messed up.
Now we go with the reveal. So it's going to be Uchi and Moto Sasaki. So Terry Adams, after all of that,
Terry
does
Adams
not
lost that
advance
bracket?
into the semifinal round.
What? That's kind of surprising to me.
So the opening round brackets are in
Damn.
the books. We've narrowed the field
Okay.
to 6. We'll take a quick break. We come back to Osaka. We'll have the
I feel like
Flatland
Moto, like-
semifinal matchups.
I don't know. Can't really remember what he did. That's really why they let him keep going. They're like, yeah, give this guy a chance. Damn. Kind of surprised Terry lost that bracket, honestly. Oh, sick. The two-sided painted bike is sick. Yeah, that was dope. I've done like 2 color paint job frames, not side by side like that though, like front to back. No, too much speed. Little wizard, where are you? You must be in the UK somewhere, right? If it's that late for you. Are these tricks named? Yeah. It's I don't know the names of any of them really. But yeah, all those tricks have names. God, I wish you could pop back out of the foot jam whips like you used to when they first came out. Oh god. Oh, Netherlands. Oh, okay, cool. Well, enjoy the 4 a.m. blunt. Is weed legal in the Netherlands? Could you try 270 over crank, 180 bar? 270
Welcome back,
over
everyone.
crank.
X Games Osaka 2025 here inside the Kyocera Dome. A new home for X Games Japan here inside Osaka for this season. We are in the BMX Flatland semifinal. We had 9 riders to start it off in the opening round, 3 brackets of 3. Only the top 2 from each bracket move on, so now we have 2 heats of 3 here in the semifinal.
Oh, it is?
round.
Okay, cool.
This, only the
I have to make a
3
trip to the
best move on
Netherlands.
into that final bracket, the battle bracket, if you will, to determine who is going to leave Osaka with a gold medal.
See,
Kyo
there's some
Hayakawa,
weird stuff
Vicky
going on in
Gomez,
this
and
update.
Moto Sasaki will be the first bracket we see. Jimmy Coleman here with Scotty Kramer, and well, Scotty, it's 7-minute jam sessions here. And basically,
7-minute
it's your
jam
best
sessions.
link. You get 40-second runs in the entirety of the 7 minutes. You go in that order, Kyo, Vicky, and Moto, and the judges are looking for the best link that you put together throughout the entire 7-minute jam session. That's hopefully going to put you in that final bracket.
Yeah, we've seen some different strategy throughout this competition so far. There's some guys are bringing their whole trick list out here and trying to see what they can throw out there and see what sticks. And some people have one link that they're determined to bring out there, their best one, hoping that that's going to be the one. So we're going to see how these riders go into this next semifinal and see what they bring up.
Yo, what up, bro? How's it going?
Different than the first heat. If they're
One
gonna
eye.
try to up it yet, or maybe if they're just going to try
Where's
to
my
save something
Joji?
for finals too. So this is going to be really interesting. But I
do
can
the
promise you
custom
this is
characters
going
still
to be
work?
wild to watch.
Before the
Such an
update,
insane
I
discipline, too. So if you're watching this,
deleted
you're
all my
fairly new to
presets
Flatland, maybe you caught one of these
to
the last
play
few
with
years at X
Devin
Games
and
Japan.
Bruno.
It's so technical. It's
So,
so
I haven't tried
artistic.
the-
I mean, these riders put in so much time in parking garages and parking lots and just, I mean,
The
you're
custom
out there just
characters.
by yourself and listening to music and just, I mean, basically you go out there and it's not just a trick, it's a series of tricks that you creatively combine together and do it in your own unique way. And the idea is no matter what crazy position that you get into or what kind of spin you get into on that bike, you want to get the tires back on the ground, feet back on the pedals, and ride away without touching a foot.
Okay.
Yeah, and everything that they're doing is original. Like, none of these guys are really, like, taking tricks from each other. They might get inspired, but the tricks that they're doing, like their best
Feels so weird
versions
going
of
to
them,
the
they're
dispensary for
always
the
unique.
first,
They're
like,
always
6 or
one-off.
7
It's
times.
something that they come up with that pushed BMX that much further.
So it's interesting where I live.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, it's not like, okay, it's a set trick spin, pun
Weed
intended, on fans
is
when they come
legal,
into,
but for the
Flatland
longest
area.
time it
It's just
wasn't.
so unique, and it just.
But even when it wasn't,
art and the way that someone looks at it.
we had like native reserves
ramps, you don't need a skate
where
park, you just
they
need
could
a
sell weed.
flat
So like
level
everybody would
space,
just go to
music,
the
and, your own creativity, and you're off to the races.
the
We start off
res
here
and go to their
first
dispensaries.
Final bracket again, 7 minutes on the overall clock. The individual runs are 40 seconds in length.
And more of the
individual
same
links.
right here.
Yo, what's going on, Paul? Yeah, mod's still working. Nice. I figured just 'cause, like, my real mod still works,
on
but-
the pedal spinning backwards. I love that he's going for that like every single time there.
Oh, hang 5, I can do that.
First look here at Vicky
And I
Gomez.
can't do
The
that
clock
anymore.
Started yet. It should have started when Kyo started in there, so we'll see.
I could do the
There
first
we
2
go.
seconds of this
It's
X
going
Games
in
run.
timing to adjust that one there. So grew up in Madrid, Spain, but he calls Luxembourg his home these days. Vicky Gomez,
Be
4
able
prior
to
X
spin
Games
the bike
appearances.
Did you see that, Jimmy?
Yo,
Spun-
Matthew, how's it
he's-
going?
He's able to spin the bike, but it's one thing to spin it, but to be able to spin it and to carry momentum, landing on the wheel, and to glide out of it is.
It's been legal for
insane.
9
So cool.
years. That's crazy. So having it illegal serves zero purpose.
There, but I guess once you come out of that link
Well,
and you get back wheels up riding away, I guess they call that one because you could see the gentleman with the clipboard.
Like,
there.
if you
He
got
appears
caught
to
with
be
it,
the
you'd
steward
still
of
get
the
in
rules
trouble.
here in Flatland.
But honestly, it was super chill. Like, I remember riding street one time.
Going, yeah, the
Yeah.
clock
This is well before it was legal.
It didn't start right away.
Um,
There's a conversation going on about that
and
right
my
now.
buddy was smoking a joint.
Hayakawa, his
We're downtown somewhere,
we
and
saw Vicky Gomez take his first run.
I think it was even, yeah, I think it was in my local town. So, like, there's not a whole lot going on. So police will ticket you for the dumbest shit ever. And we saw
Maybe because the clock didn't
a
start.
cop that was cycling, and he came up to us, and my buddy, I think he's just like awkward and didn't know what to do, so he literally offered him if he wanted some, and he was like, "Nah, just like do it somewhere else."
He has a
We're like,
bronze
"Okay."
medal in this event, X Games Chiba in 2022, the first time.
So even when it was
Flatland
illegal, like,
returned
you
to
had to
the
have a
Games
ridiculous amount on you to get really in any trouble.
Ooh.
Oh, now they've restarted the clock.
It's a little deja vu from this heat right here. But the truth
Huh,
is,
okay.
I ain't gonna complain. If these guys get some extra time to get out there, to be able to get it ironed out, and we'll see the best. We'll see them get to bring their best.
All right, so they restarted the clock. Just shuffled
Stoked
up
to
the
watch some
order a little
Flatland,
bit.
dude. These guys have been killing it. We're in the
Keep trucking
finals
the
now.
top of the bike, spun
We're out of
out, all
playoffs.
the
That's
way
the new
dropping through
terms
the back
for
peg,
X
working
Games.
his way up again. Signature dismount right there as well.
We have one of those buddies.
So
I
this
mean,
will, since they restarted the clock, this is
I feel like in
technically
the
going to be the first
action
attempt now for
sports
Vicky Gomez, even though we saw him take a run already.
communities, we probably all have a couple of those
That's the
buddies.
step off there, so there's the horn. So
I definitely do.
Better
No, I
to
love
do it
him.
early like that to get some more time to be able to get your dream link. Hopefully
Well,
get
you
yourself
just-
to the final.
you just need the one.
Yeah, Mash is
Oh,
making
got it.
a scooter
He
game.
did it.
Over the bars.
For those of you that didn't know.
He's been trying
Scoot
to get
X.
that one. It's so complicated. He's just got to finish strong here.
That leg dangling off the frame comes around. He catches it by the
Oh
seat,
my God.
dips it
Look at
forward.
this,
That
he's
left
tightening
bar
up.
and just scraping the deck.
Oh
Cross-footed.
my
Yo,
goodness.
that
He
was
did it.
sick.
He did
Wow.
it. Oh, wow. That was amazing.
Finished second October last year in the Japanese Championships. Just built a new house in Chiba. 2022, he is a Chiba local.
He's got the 3 tap
Look at
into this.
This is a
I just
whole
noticed he has
different start than
3
he's done
pegs.
So far.
He only has 3 pegs.
Oh.
Yeah, he said, no, put the hand up. But again, when you get back up, right side up, they will flag you and put the buzzer on. So that'll open the door here for Vicky Gomez. Getting into the rotation.
I gotta go in a minute. I'm a child, and it's 4
Love
a.m.
how
I gotta sleep.
smooth The control. This is the confidence.
Yo,
It looks
go to
like he's
bed,
been doing
Bandit.
this his whole life.
Is that Scotty?
The truth
Yeah,
is he
Scotty's
has.
been commentating.
That was so smooth.
X
So
Games for a while
fluid,
now.
That transition there.
It's just perfection. Like,
Which is
it's
great,
somebody
because
who
he's
has
just so
mastered
knowledgeable on
his
the sport.
craft. Beautiful, beautiful right there. And
I
to
find, like,
land
in so
and
many
keep
X Games,
rolling.
whether it's
Remember when he kicked the bike around last time?
BMX or
landed, like,
snowboarding
on
or
the
skiing
side,
or whatever,
that's
like, you just have these guys
momentum
commentating that don't even know what's going on half the
BMX
time.
Park gold medalist Rim Nakamura standing there on the side of the stage and showing
And
his
Scotty
appreciation
is really good at picking
for
out,
that
like,
run. So
what separates these riders from each other and what they're doing that's unique to them and their
Kyo
style.
Hayakawa.
Yeah, so starting things off with like a flat 3 to
It's
into,
probably
like,
one of
a
the best.
manual.
I mean, I'm not too
Against
familiar with,
switching
like,
over.
motocross commentators, but I feel like
into
Scotty's
that
got to be one of the
blender.
best
Oh,
commentators.
Just spun out
in
of that
these
one a
kinds of
little too
events.
quick.
Yeah.
We're just under 4 minutes. This is semifinal number 1 out of 2 between these 6 riders that have emerged into the semis. Only the top 3 go into the battle bracket to determine our medals here in Osaka.
Yeah, Rome. I think Scudex
Get
is
cross-footed and have to step off
like
of that
BMX
one.
Streets uses Matchbox
the halfway
physics,
mark right
and
now.
I'm pretty sure
You just need the
Scudex
one.
is literally
Not about how many
streets just with a scooter.
links you put together here. You just need the one. It's that one standout the judges are looking for out of everything you're able to do here.
Yeah, and they've all got something that has been so impressive as well. So, you know, at this point, the judges do have their work cut out for them, and it's really important to figure out who is going to be the one that gets, who's going to be able to get to move on.
Damn.
But to me, versus overall impression, like, you get the opportunity. You have the ability to take
If he has 3
chances.
pegs so it doesn't scrape
is
the
true.
ground, yeah, it's probably something like that. Either that or he doesn't do any combos where he needs his foot on the backside so it saves a bit of weight maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, to keep that momentum carrying and to be able to completely spin 360 degrees, you know, crossing your legs. So impressive without like getting like hitting the tire and messing up your rotation. Oh, and look at that, it didn't touch anything. No seat, no handlebar on the ground. Oh, I love that.
Swings
So
that
clean.
one.
I feel like I've seen him do the
Just under
same
2.5
thing.
to go. Yeah.
No.
If you're looking at overall impression and you're thinking about everything you do in the span of a jam session, you're thinking about, okay, how many times do I touch down and you know, maybe tend to play it safe a little bit when they're just looking at one link. It affords you the opportunity to go
Loving
out
the
there
jam
and
style of this event, yeah.
put forth the most difficult thing that you could try to dream up.
Oh my
He's got it. He just dropped into it. The momentum is perfect, spinning around.
Dude, if he gets this where he
Stepping back up.
continues
I love
this
how he
manual with
works
his
his way
foot
up, right?
backwards, it's
Into
there it is. Oh wait, his
the
foot's not
blender,
backwards.
coming out of it, going back into it.
Oh my god.
Watch.
This could be his dream one right here.
He did this earlier. Watch that one foot
Oh
when
no.
he gets back
This
on.
is it. Oh no.
He didn't do it this
my
time.
goodness.
He didn't do it.
Yeah, when he unwinds, it's
His
like
foot was almost completely backwards.
He comes out of that one combo differently
Under
sometimes.
90 seconds to go here. Semifinal bracket 1 of 2.
They must be doing
oh,
half
that's a
pipe
quick
after
one. That was
this.
the first time, like,
Just because that's like the only
out of
thing.
all
See,
of
oh no, they
Vicky's attempts,
that big
he's
airbag,
got
so they
off
do
straight away.
motocross at this one too then. Like Tyler Izzy in the background getting the Snapchat story.
Oh, bummer. Almost at that minute mark right here.
Well, what's going to happen now? Keo's going to get one more. And then
Imagine being able to do
40
this.
seconds being
Yeah.
the max time. There'll still be time, so Vicky's going to
Could
get
you imagine the
one more
inputs
attempt.
you would need for this kind of stuff?
Because if you get out there and you get into a link before the jam session clock
Okay,
expires,
this
you're
is the
allowed
one
to
where he
push back.
comes out with his foot backwards.
How
Continues
did
the
he
manual.
transfer into, he had
No, he
no
doesn't.
momentum, but he was able to get the bike to
I'm
travel
almost
forward.
positive it's that same combo he does it. Maybe it's out of this?
There it was. That was what I was talking
Man,
about.
that's so crazy.
He gives himself like a spiral fracture, like almost every single time he gets
Men's
off the
skateboard?
bike.
All right, so
I have
with
to check.
22 seconds left to go, Vicky's going to get back in. If he completes a link
Yeah,
here,
men's
this will wrap
best
it up.
trick is
If he
after.
steps off,
Then women's
that'll
skateboard
give Bubba
park.
Sasaki one more attempt if there's time left on that clock. Cross-footed on the front
God,
tire.
at 1:45 is men's skateboarding street. That would be kind of cool to watch, but I'm not.
no.
I'm not staying up for
Steps
that.
off, there's time. Moto gets out there, so the way this is unfolded in those,
Oh,
he
he-
waves it off.
Yeah.
The way it
waved
worked
it
in the
off.
opening brackets, if there was time and you got out there, they let you finish it out. And he had 4 seconds.
Adam
but he
LZ just won
instantly waved
Formula
it
Drift.
off.
That's sick.
I mean, he had a great showing. That one link that he had was so epic.
So in the opening rounds, it was
Yeah,
the top
Flatland
2 out of
is.
each heat.
It's got to be
Get
the
6 here in
hardest
semis.
discipline.
Let's take a look at some highlights here of our
Like,
first
there's
semifinal
obviously a
bracket.
lot less risk
And look at this.
than like something
I
like
love
park
how
or
he
even
tightens
street
up like
riding,
that.
but
Gets the spin going. The bike was
the,
so
the,
steep
the
when it
amount of
started out.
hours these guys have dedicated to
Everything is
learning this
just
stuff is
so complicated, so intricate in this.
insane.
I am obsessed with
I don't think
Flatland
there's a-
BMX.
Dude, that is
that was
crazy.
insane.
Clean. But who is
There's nothing
going to
harder
be
you
able
could
to
do on a
move on?
BMX
That
bike
is
than
the real
Flatland.
question.
At this
So it
level,
was the top 2 out of each of those opening brackets.
like
to
I'd argue
narrow it
these are
down
like
to
the most
6.
talented bike riders out there.
And I'm imagining it's the top standout from each bracket here in the semis, plus whoever the judges feel was the next best
Yeah.
ranked person of the remaining 4.
So
Again,
it's
there's no
super
scores.
important.
This is
super important to see who is able to get out of this right now, because the other two riders, they're going to be having to wait and see.
Yeah, Rome, I
if
think
their
Mash
riding
said
was
the
good
game's
enough
gonna be
compared to
$12.
The next two riders that are going to qualify straight out of the final into the final.
yeah. So that
Fine
next
motor
group,
skills.
They're
Yeah,
also
I guess maybe
going
that's
to
what
get a
it would be.
7-minute run at it.
Just like their balance and dedication and like, yeah.
So it's
insane.
Moto
Moto wins
Sasaki
that.
who's gonna
Moto
move
wins
on.
that.
For
I
now,
don't think-
so
I don't
Keo
think he
and
saw it
Vicky,
yet.
they're not out yet. Wow, he can't
Wow.
believe this is a guy who waved off his last attempt. There was still some time. He just waved it off. You could see the emotion.
Wow.
So what that means, he knows right now he's going to get a medal. And the reason for that being, there's only 3 people that are going to be in that final bracket. So he knows he's getting a
Wow,
medal. He's
that's
already
interesting.
got one. He's got a bronze from 2023.
I
So
don't know if I
now
saw
the
that
other two are
coming.
going to
but-
have to sit and wait because it's the top ranked rider out of semifinal B.
Should have saw the dads that were.
And then the
Yeah.
judges have to talk it over.
I've
and
met a
decide,
couple of
okay,
those
of the
dads.
4 remaining, who are we giving that third and final spot to? What we call the battle bracket for 7 minutes. So here you've got Alex.
Damn, I did not
Juma,
see that
Yuka
happening.
Takagi, and Yohei Uchino.
Oh, this is a stacked heat right here.
This
This
is
is
a
going
brawl
to be
right now.
fun to watch.
Kevin,
The reaction on Moto's face when
I-
he saw his name on the top of that bracket.
I don't think he's
it was
been
so
working
cool
on the
to
scooter
set it
game
up.
very long. Like I think it's pretty much just a copy paste of like the current street physics and everything, except instead of on a bike or on a scooter. So I think he said he's put like a week or 2 into it, maybe.
Has a longer timeline in the history of the brand.
Like I think when it comes out and you load it in, like
Somebody
it
who's been riding
probably
that
looks
long,
very similar
he's got
to
such, like,
what Streets
youth
looks
in
like
his
right now.
energy.
He's
It's
still going.
But
He still
yeah,
does
I think
shows. He
he
teaches
said in his
Flatland
Discord
riding school at Feast
it's a
Fun
way to
Academy in
fund
Montpellier.
BMX Streets, which I find
He's a
kind of
busy
funny.
dude.
But yeah, I don't know
So
how
he's going to start us off here. So again, once he gets
up to
going,
date or how much time and effort he's gonna put into that. It seems kind of
we get
weird
the all clear like me. I
because
started
it's. I would assume it's gonna
So as
attract
soon as
a
he
whole
goes
new
into his
audience of
first
players that are gonna want scooter
trick,
game
there's
specific stuff.
The okay from the sports and comp staff. Clock starts. We are underway with Alex Jumlin, semifinal bracket number 2.
Be interesting to see what happens with that.
He is always switching back and forth between the peg.
Yeah, Harley BMX Parks. That was yesterday. It was just a street and Flatland today.
Oh, both feet on the tire.
Just have to step off of that one. That's okay though. 7 minutes again. Remember, judges
game
will
are you
give
talking
best
about?
40 seconds out there out of the 20.
So yeah,
7
if you
minutes.
pull up Steam, there we go, store page,
Wow.
Mash Games.
I love
You
it.
see he's
I'm
got a
obsessed
new
with the
game
way he
coming out.
transitions from that
Yeah, you
tight
get
circle
a good
to
look at the
long,
map
Olympic glide.
update that
Crazy to watch how he just
is
kicks
supposed
out
to be
that right
coming
leg
to
keep the
Streets
pump,
at some
keep the
point.
momentum going
It's
into
the
that
Conservatory Park.
stage. Here comes
That's been
Yohei
upgraded. There's a lot of mod
Uchino,
map stuff in here.
42 years old. This is his third X
This
Games
is
appearance.
obviously Applewood Forest, but
2012 BMX
yeah, it's
rider.
literally the
Winner
BMX
of the,
Streets
Nora Cup award.
physics, but with a scooter. But yeah, you get a good look at that. But yeah, it says it's coming out in July.
Oh, that was when he was starting to do the pumping,
Yeah.
gliding backwards like
So
that
he's
with
putting
both
this
feet
out.
on the pedals, too.
World's first 100% physics-driven scooter game.
Okay, Alex Jumlin back in. Has to step off early on that one, so has yet to complete a 40-second link. We quickly move back into Yu Katagiri.
Wow.
Nolu wasn't trolling in the Discord then? I don't know. I don't really keep up to date with the Discord too much.
Consistently.
I'm not sure what he was saying unless he just said that he was making a scooter game. I don't know.
Yeah, and the surface area that he's touching is like, it's just straight down. It's nuts.
Just right in the next
Oh, he
link,
did
and
it.
then
Wow.
slings that
Why
one
would
back
he be working on a new game already?
to the pedals. Under 5 minutes.
I mean, I really don't know. As a long-time BMX Streets
See if Jumlin can
player,
get one on the board here.
He needs to put one
it
in
is
the books
definitely
here.
pretty frustrating to see that. But I think his argument would
Just
be that,
one.
I mean, it's all using the same
That one's not
physics,
marked in round three.
and the updates he makes to one game will just flow into the next, and they need money,
Just under
so
4.5 to go
they got to
here.
put out another game that
Second final
costs money.
Semi-final bracket.
Definitely a little. Whoa! What
Wow.
the?
Literally was holding himself up above the bike, no feet on it as
What?
he's spinning. Oh my god! Like, and that's the thing. When you get a length like he did earlier, just before, now you
Yeah,
can
I think
start
Scoot
pushing
X
it.
is probably
You
going to
can
be
start trying to do some
quite a bit
things that
better
are
than the
going to
scooter on
challenge you.
Mashbox, from the looks of it. Because Mashbox is quite literally just replacing the bike model with the scooter.
She has to step off as well.
But yeah, I'll be interested to see what actual scooter tricks look like in that, because I don't think we really saw any
Yet
besides like the nothing front.
to
But he's been
complete
close. So it
Scoop
looks like
flip.
he's got some good momentum. He's at that one point though. Both times when he's stepping with both feet on the tires, it looks like things are getting a little
Just gets too far over
complicated
the
there.
bars and has to dump that one over. So under 3.5.
Yeah, under halfway. So
Oh yeah, I'm not sure about
I'm
all
excited
that.
about this one. I want you guys to
Kevin,
focus
I'm
on
not
his
100%
feet.
sure.
They're going to be dangling right now. See that?
Oh my god, that is crazy.
To get into that position, you don't have your feet on the bike. Just with your forearms in your hands to propel that around.
Oh, Uchi's locked in right now.
Yeah, Coop, how do you feel about it? What do you think? Are you hyped for Scoot X? Gotta be as a scooter rider, right?
Back wheel.
Oh,
Spin this one
there's
out.
the
How does
tight
he
one.
finish
Oh, he's
off?
got it. He's got it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
That is insane.
that was so
Is it
close.
more insane than Alex doing a 1080 in a nose manual? I really don't
Right
know.
now for Alex Jumlin, because he's had a step off in all 4 of his previous
Come on,
attempts here.
Alex.
There we go. See, both feet were on. Continuing on.
This is where he pops up into the nose.
Oh,
Ah, dude, if he, I mean, that's a
He's
first
so
place if he
good.
gets that.
But then
and
that's
doing
gonna
that
put him in a
almost
tough spot.
stationary. It's just like almost stationary, trying to get that nose 360.
This is just next
All
level.
right, here we
I've
go
never
again.
seen
Let's see if
anything
he
like
can get
this.
one with his feet dangling off.
Dude,
Oh,
that is crazy.
it really is.
I want to see it in slow motion.
I'm gonna stream the new Tony Hawk remake. Yeah, when it comes
Really
out.
slow
I've been
motion,
playing the
so we can
demo
really
a little bit,
understand
but
all
there's
that's
like no
going into
challenges or
it.
anything.
It's so complicated.
So it'd
The
be kinda
balance
boring
is
to just watch me.
unreal.
Just rip around in that.
Go
But
again.
Just in one smooth, fluid motion, flips that one around to get the bike upside down.
Yeah, and just carries that momentum, which is so nuts.
Just gliding left foot on the back.
you can tell
edge.
nobody with knowledge on scooters is involved. Yeah.
All right, so just under a minute and a half. So
Yeah, it just seems
this
like
is go time for Alex Jumlin. It's gonna have to happen.
it's kind of weird just because obviously, I mean, there's some things like Mash is a BMX rider, so like there's some things he's nailed in the games with feeling wise and stuff like that.
Okay, back to the front.
Oh,
Tried to
but
spin that one around. He
yeah, I
may-
mean,
he may get one more.
even the
We'll
I
see.
hope so.
even the trailer, like I mean, I guess there's not much as far as like scooter games out there. Like there's Scoot and Scooter Flow,
It counts. There
but
you
like
go.
in the trailer, it didn't really look like scooter tricks. It kind of just looked like BMX tricks on a
So,
scooter.
okay, with the leak, 40 seconds. Well, he just looked up, and so.
And
with
I'm just
40 seconds
interested to
left
see
overall,
like
so this
how
could run it out.
Yeah, it depends
If
on how
Gucci
long.
How
steps
well
off,
they'll be able to
that'll give
make a
Alex Jumlin
scooter
one more
game.
chance. If he completes a full length here, that'll be it.
I think maybe to like
Alright.
people that are like
Got
heavily
momentum.
into scootering, maybe they'll just be like, this
20
just doesn't look good.
seconds.
But probably to like the average scooter rider, that it's like a casual gamer, it's probably a pretty cool game to have.
Oh,
So
with the
close.
fall. That's
Look at
8
Jumlin
seconds,
straight
and
in.
Jumlin knew it, and he got out there
Yeah.
super quick. So
True
Alex
veteran right
Jumlin
there.
is going to round us out, and he's going to get one last attempt.
Oh,
He has not
absolutely,
put
Hop.
together
There's
the
no
length
question
yet.
about that.
This is it.
And Mash has confirmed that that is a problem he has. Like he just kind of gets a little bored and just starts playing with other stuff.
Trying to hang on. There you go.
That is pretty
When
insane.
he needed it the most,
Just
at the very end, he got
doing that
on
combo, just
to the stage.
into a
With 8
nose manual and
seconds
just
left to
pivoting
go,
around like
you
that.
saw it. As soon as
Yeah.
Gucci went down, he looked up and was like, I got this. I'm in.
He started, like, he officially started his link when he went into it at 2 seconds
Yeah, Kevin,
left on the play clock.
there's definitely that aspect as well. I mean, we've seen
you're
that
judging
every
this
time
scenario,
one of these
Well,
new
but
games comes
what
out.
else is key about it is like, okay, so if you're not the top person out of this bracket, there's still
Like, he
that
kind of
third
messed around with, like, the
spot
mountain
that's up for
bikes and
grabs
stuff like
between the
that.
2 guys from the last heat.
And then that Mavericks game got announced. And then, like,
Whoever's left in
within
this
days of Mavericks
Wow,
coming out,
he
was working on mountain
It's going
bikes.
to be so hard.
I think a lot of people were asking for
I'm just glad
scooters
that
probably more than
everybody
anything. So,
got
I mean, if they just need
what they
money,
wanted to
that's
do,
probably
though.
just
You know,
seemed like
that's
the
most
best
important
option.
thing, right? You have a game plan where you're coming into this competition. You know what you want to execute. So whether or not it's good enough in the judges' eyes
that
is
is
one
insane.
thing, you know. But like, that's what you wanted to do. So just to conquer it, that's a win right there.
How about that pressure? So it's you,
Wow.
Katagiri, who is going to move on here. He's going to join Moto Sasaka. So
Interesting.
now, who gets that last spot?
How are we going to figure this out? I'm so curious to see how they were going to decide.
Is it the better of the 2 between the 2 second-place finishers, or is it overall between the final 4? We have to wait and see. We'll see who's getting that last spot in there. So it's going to be you, Katagiri,
We had
and
2
Moto
great
Sasaki.
inline skate games.
So we'll have to see who's going to be the third
Yeah.
and final member.
Who knows? Maybe we'll
to
see
go
another
into that
great
bracket. We
inline
will find
game
out
within
when
the
we
next
return
year or two.
to Osaka for BMX
I definitely wouldn't know
Flatland.
anything about that, but imagine we did. Maybe it'll happen. Maybe. But yeah, I mean, I guess my opinion on it was I think he probably, like, if Scoot X is just going to be Streets 2.0, like the same physics, but you're just on a scooter. I guess what I'm kind of confused about is why BMX Streets didn't just get left at 1.0. Maybe could have just, like, reduced the price and patched it up as much as possible. And then why not just have made Mashbox, like, a paid game that's, like, cheaper to get into, that just has a bunch of different stuff in it? Like, if that, but, like, I mean, I guess that would be assuming he had the plan to do all these different vehicles and stuff, which I don't really know if he did. I feel like he did, but was kind of just thinking we'll just do game after game after game. But yeah, I don't know. That definitely would have been cool if we had, like, everything in one game. But no, Scoot X is $12. It's gonna be $12. He said in his Discord server. On a Roll was axed before its full potential was realized. Yeah, I even played On a Roll a couple times. I remember it being pretty fun. It was very buggy and glitchy, but I remember it being pretty fun.
Welcome back, everyone. X Games Osaka 2025 here inside the Kyocera Dome. We are down to the final matchup here, the BMX Flatland final. We started it off with 9 riders into 3 brackets. Top 2 out of each of those opening brackets moved on to a semifinal. We had the best rider out of each.
Yeah, it's the way that the character interacts with the vehicle is really good. With the Mashbox physics, it is like a little, like, bobby and weird sometimes, but it definitely looks more natural than just, like, the ultra stiff video game player. Mash Games is a team of 4, by the way. Who's on the team, Roartex? It's obviously Mash, Roartex. Is Justin still working there? I don't know anybody else. Like, when I was doing some of the testing and filming for the trailer, it was Matt, Mike, his brother, doing, like, design stuff, and Justin. I don't know if there was really anyone else that I was aware of. I know he had mentioned to me a couple times that I think maybe they tried a couple modders here and there, but
Yohei Uchino, and then Yu Katagiri, and then Moto Sasaki will go last in the run order. They will stay in that order. When Uchi gets out there and starts things off, once he gets into his first set of tricks, that 7-minute clock will start. If you're just joining us, each one of their attempts is 40 seconds in length. However, if you have a fall or you dab a foot, that will end your run. The horn or the buzzer will sound, and then the next rider will move on.
At all BMX principles, Flatland.
So all three of them going to get a medal at this point.
God, Mash would probably lose his mind if people started asking about Flatland patches and updates.
This is going to be quite the battle right here.
Didn't
Just a
contest
clash
Flatland.
of different styles, you know? And, you know, these guys know exactly what they're all capable of.
Well, in this matchup, Yu Katagiri was your goal.
I think the majority of players, like probably 90% of people, are stoked on how it feels, but
Yohei Uchino, who is going to start us off.
he definitely gives off the vibe that he kind of pays attention more to the players that are constantly asking for stuff. I mean, it is an alpha, so obviously there's stuff that people are waiting for, but yeah, only time will tell. Hopefully we see that map soon. I think he said we'll see it in Streets before that scooter game comes out.
So far, so good. Clean entry.
I'm excited to see it. Looks
Great momentum.
1,000 times different and better,
It's complicated
thanks
though.
to, I'm assuming, Roartex. I don't know, he's gone quiet here.
He is a machine when it comes to back wheel tricks and has to toss that one away. Bring in your 2023 gold medalist. This is Yu Katagiri, his one prior X Games appearance.
Oh my goodness, he was reversed. So we
Moto
haven't seen him
Sasaki.
get into that one yet, so that's new.
Saw the
Best
emotion on
BMX
his
game
face
since
when he
Dave?
found
Oh,
out he
yeah.
was the top contender coming out of his bracket.
Oh, actually, it's the best BMX game since Pipe. Pipe was goated.
Quickly go right back up with Uchi.
My God. The
So we know one thing's for sure. It's going to be a Japanese sweep of the podium here in Flatland.
Yeah, in
I
Japanese
feel like
games,
MASH
the
has good
Japan
ideas
has
for
been so strong
physics,
in
but
Flatland for
they
so
usually
long
miss the
now.
mark, at least for
Look at
me.
this, we haven't seen him do this one yet today, Jimmy. Look at him pumping in that momentum.
What the hell?
Oh my goodness.
I would say what it seems like to me, again, like I don't know,
Multiple
but
times we've seen, like,
it seems
aggressive,
like maybe
movement
sometimes he
and
gets
crashes
a
from-
little like
from
stuck
you
on
in
what's
these runs
technically
today.
impressive
It's
and
just his
maybe
style
not
of riding these
necessarily
tricks. He
what
puts
looks
himself
the
into it.
best or feels the best.
This is Moto
Even if you
Sasaki's
look
third
at, like,
appearance. He's got a bronze from 2022, had to
The
settle
marketing
for
for
second in
Scudex, it's
2023.
heavily focused on it
Steps
being
up there, so if
100%
we
physics
just
driven, which
hit under 5 minutes, we go back up
I
to
think
the
a
top
lot of
with
people
Uchi.
probably associate with
Oh,
like
no.
So keep in mind,
maybe
not
that's
about
good.
the
I don't know.
impression,
Like
it's just the
I don't
one
really
best
associate
link that you put
100%
down.
physics based being
The judges
oh
are
it's
looking
immediately
for
just a good
everything
game.
you
Like I
do
think
to
he's
pick the best one.
sometimes a little maybe too focused on the. Well, I mean, not really. It's his game, right? He can do what he wants.
He made it
Everybody
so
makes
far
different
into the
games, and
last link, the one he was trying, the one he just messed up
he
on.
likes to focus on like what's
He made it so far,
technically
there was a couple
impressive.
times where I was like, oh, it's not gonna work, and it kept on going. So I'm curious to see when
Yeah.
he gets it. Ooh.
Yeah, does it have fisheye? Yeah, I think so. You can definitely change the FOV in the replay now using the arrow keys on your
See
keyboard,
what it's
but
gonna look like compared to that first
there's
one.
only a
Oh my
fisheye filter
goodness,
in the,
watch it.
and if you adjust it to be 100%
Oh,
fisheye in
man.
the master panel,
So
then you
we're
would
at a
see
point
that,
right
but
now where we haven't
in the replay,
seen
but I'm not sure. I
this
haven't
in
tried it.
any of the other heats where they're trying stuff that's so difficult so far that like it's just back to back of guys messing up. We haven't seen one get a pulled attempt yet, so as we're coming up to the halfway point too, so
10 seconds away, 8 seconds now from the halfway
there
point
might be
here.
some strategy that comes into this one, honestly. Because
Love Pipe, hoping Streets will adapt some of the great things they
these riders
did.
are gonna keep on trying these super complicated tricks. You
Hey,
know,
I mean,
it's
outside of
fun
the trick
once we get
inputs, I don't
something
think
on
it'll
the board.
resemble much.
I don't even
pipe.
know if that's going to be going through their mind though. Like, these guys wanted.
Unless you haven't played 2.0.
Say I haven't seen
Here we go though.
one of them look up at the timing clock yet.
Well, this is the first time that Uchi's made it past this point right now, so this could be the turn of the tide, get the momentum for everybody. It's the energy that they all feed off of.
No, as he swings that one around to the pedal. So no, now we're at 3 minutes.
Oh, I love Streets and I want the best for it, but I'm tired, boss. Yeah, it's as like a follower of the game and a player, it's definitely a little exhausting how unpredictable Mash is with his decisions, but
it almost looked like the bike was going to loop out, and he was able to save it.
it is what it is.
Wow. Yeah, definitely, especially in this section of the link.
As he would say, you know, at least someone's doing it. If you got a problem with it, just make your own game. The closest thing we got is BMX Bastards, and I don't know if you guys have played the new physics for that, but I mean, it's definitely feeling better in some aspects, but just, I mean, honestly, like it's still not even close to Streets as far as the way it feels.
This is coming down to the wire here.
Here we go.
See that
Can
bar
he
end
finish
just
this one off?
dragging the stage.
But I think that guy's fairly new to the game. Damn, Moto lace that.
Under 2 minutes. You want to talk about
I feel like I'm just zoning out watching these guys go. Like, it's not like Street where I can like commentate on everything they're doing. Like these guys, I'm just like honestly just mesmerized by what the hell they're doing. It makes no sense to me. Like, don't know the names of anything, and like I don't even know how you get this good on a bike to do this shit. Like what the hell was that, bro? Look at this.
Is he gonna get this one around? Keeps it going.
Like what the hell, bro? Like that is insane.
With a minute 15.
Of course, right?
You said everyone starts feeding up the energy.
Now you's got to do it. He's got to bottle up that energy and put it into his link.
60 seconds, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Yu Katagiri.
And look at how drawn. Oh.
Like that is crazy.
Get one more.
Get another one. Get another one in you.
I don't think they're gonna go. So Moto and Uchi have waved it off. They're gonna let you take the timeout and try to make this one happen.
How cool is that? Any other sport out there, you know, other than like BMX, where they're gonna
You
let
made
their
your bike, but you
competition-
can't get it to show up in game.
Dingle
or Dingy in like the row mod you made your bike, or in the in-game bike customizer? Because I don't even.
I love BMX.
Bike's always a blank white. Oh, weird. I don't know about that. Is your row mod up to date?
He's got 19 seconds.
Or are you just doing it in the in-game bike customizer?
Okay, it's locked in.
Oh my goodness. 10 seconds left, Jimmy.
Come on, you.
That's what I love about Flatland too. Like those other guys could be taking runs, but they're just giving this guy a shot.
Oh no!
One more.
Did he say one more? He says one more. He's doing one more anyway, even if it doesn't count, even if they don't let this one count. This one's for everybody here in the building.
If they could turn the lights off, he would still send it right now.
Well, they can't turn the lights off. They got Burt Best Trick coming up next.
That's a very good point. So it looks like he's got this one a lot easier than I sent it for him.
Oh, you just started playing? Yeah, maybe do what Matthew said and go to the test map first instead of the mod maps if you didn't do that. But I'm not sure. I've never had that problem. Yes.
Oh no!
See?
It's crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Whether it counts or not, that one was for the fans here in the Kyocera Dome.
But
What
the
a
question
finish.
is, yeah, we're gonna see
mean-
who's gonna get the top spot though.
Uchi and Moto getting theirs done in sub 2 minutes and then deciding with the final 60 seconds when you.
It's obviously between Moto and the. I can't remember the other guy's name, but the guy with the white and black bike.
A couple of 40-year-olds and
I feel like it might be Moto that wins.
In the BMX Flatland final bracket.
Oh, that was so much fun to watch. The energy.
But this guy was
unreal
just,
at the end there when
like,
everything
come
came
on.
together.
I definitely like this
Look
guy's
at
style way
that
more.
run right after Moto did his.
Like that is.
Well, that was like the cleanest one of the day.
Oh my
Gotta
god.
be so proud of that.
Is that the end of Flatland? Yeah, we're about to find out who won. And that's it for X Games. We'll play Streets for a little bit
The
longer.
other two took a seat and gave the stage to Yu Katagiri. And whether it counted or not, that one was all for redemption. I mean, to me, he looked up. There was still 2 seconds on the clock when he wrote into that. If he wouldn't have looked up and just pedaled into it, there'd be no gray area there. But we'll see. We'll see.
You are right.
When in doubt, pedal out, Scotty.
Sorry, I had this really low.
There we
And
go.
it's going to be Uchi's going to take the gold.
Uchi, he got it. Okay.
Yohei Uchino.
That's sick.
His 2 prior appearances were 8th place finishes, and now he's going to take home his first ever X Games medal, and it's going to be a gold. Moto Sasaki with his 2nd Flatland medal. He got a bronze in 2022. He's got a silver here in 2025.
That is sick.
And you cut the
Probably the
He
steeziest
got
guy
a
in
gold
Flatland there.
2023, and now he's got a bronze here in 2025. 42, 40, and 20, the ages of your medalists here in this bracket. This was insane, Scotty, and it came down to the last 2 minutes, literally.
Yeah, just think about that. Nothing was getting
Wow.
pulled until the end right there, and I knew it. It just took one just to get that energy flowing, and they were going to feed off of that and make this a real competition.
That's some of the craziest stuff you'll ever see done on a bike. But yeah, if you are trying to... Oh, let me just do this. Let me do that. Let me do it here. Let me go this. But if you're trying to customize your bike, you just go to customize here, and oh, my bars are crooked. I would just customize through here probably. Could I play BMX Bastards? No. Bandit, aren't you like a kid and have to go to bed? That's what you said earlier. Brady Smith meant to do that. Fakey unlucky. Gotta try the test map method? Yeah, try that out. I've never had that problem though. Oh god. Oh. Any tips from Manny's? They're a pain in this game. I would say you barely have to move your right stick back to activate them. That's probably like the biggest problem most people would have. You kind of have to like barely pull the stick back until you see the manual like initiate, and then you can pull your thumbstick like further back if you need to. Yeah, interesting. You struggle to sleep because you have insomnia. Yeah, I get that. BMX Max is really bad. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Like if it came out when it was just pipe, I feel like people would probably be a little bit easier on it. But when you have this to compare it to, like this shit just feels so smooth. And the grind system in this is just next level. Had some questions on streaming here or X, same name. Questions? What are your questions? Just, I mean, I'm pretty bad with anything like that. Like if it's to do with like setting up stream stuff. my stream is literally set up off like a YouTube tutorial. I'm not too good with all that stuff. Yo, Cordell, hopefully you've been doing well too. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, I mean, I can try to answer any streaming questions that you got. You were watching Best Trick yesterday, and man, if Sandoval landed the flare, man, I didn't see any of the Best Trick stuff. I only saw some of the highlights, which was pretty much just Kevin Peraz's flare down whip and Ryan's front flip flare whip. I have not played this yet, so let's check this out. But yeah, you can message me on Instagram. That's pretty much the only thing I really talk to people on. Oh, I've played this map for sure. Can't remember if it's got any spots I really like in it that much, honestly. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, haven't seen this section. Oh, it's a cool section. Okay. This roof seems really low, but let's try it out. I could start this area with a up rail. Smith, kind of. Oh yeah, that roof is really low. Oh god. Give us a Garrett line. I can't do anything in this roof, it's so low. Going so fast too. Okay. I don't know. How am I doing? I'm doing all right, Mickey. Yeah, man, I feel like you could do something pretty cool on this setup, but tires. Man, switchbacks over whip would be sick, actually. Okay. Foot plant. Ah, caught up. You're a big fan of the videos? Yo, thank you. Glad you enjoy them. Foot plant on the... God, it's hard to get the crook there. Oh, interesting. Ew. Yo, what up, Clit? Not much. Pretty good stream actually tonight. The X Games viewing is always super fun. I'm pretty stoked actually we get another one next weekend, so. God. Have you tried the new map of Animate? I think so. This is one of them, isn't it? This is an Ovani map. God, that roof is too small. God, it's so hard to whip pegs. Oh my God. In BMX Streets, what map is my favorite? I really like the main map the game comes with. Hopefully we see that sooner than later back in the game. But out of mod maps, probably Momentum. Momentum or Let me just look at what's come out recently. Yeah, Momentum 5 is probably the best for me. Yeah, probably Momentum. Come on. Can I come stay with you in Canada? We're about to get nuked down here. Where are you from? What are my stats? I'm at 14.5 gravity, 1.2 master speed for tricks. And then in the row mod, I just use a little bit of a speed multiplier, so 1.3 speed multiplier. And then I adjust the manual angles a little bit. But pretty much the 1.3 speed multiplier and 14.5 gravity is what's really making the difference for me. God, imagine. Oh, 180 pegs up that. We can do that. It might take a while. It's kind of hard to judge the takeoff and the spin speed. Good old USA. Why are you guys gonna get nuked? Matthew, they updated the replay mode so it's now right on the D-pad. Oh God, what's happening? God. Count it? We count those? Wow, he's Ryan Williams' character? Oh, you want me to use Ryan right now? Well, I can't, so I don't know. I don't know when. Oh God, that was bad. No. Oh, 180 up. Tried to hit the bump jump. Oh my God, what is happening? Mitch, watch the news. Trump bombed Iran today. Oh my God. That's insane. Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't obvious, I don't really watch the news. That's crazy. GG's. It's nice knowing you guys. Yeah, I mean, even the people around me that definitely watch the news, nobody mentioned that to me today, so that's on them. What was the reasoning behind that? My next video, can I use controller cam? Yeah, sure. God, this roof is pissing me off. This is such a cool spot. Oh, that looked really terrible. Maybe like a 360 nose bonk if I'm going to be hitting that. Okay, that time I almost cleared it. Okay, 360 over. I like how now I'm clearing it. I mean, wall to pegs on that would just be sick, but... Okay, cool. What's the name of the app you use to edit your... What is the name of the app you use to edit your YouTube videos? It's called Adobe Premiere Pro. God, this is a little too intense. What happened to all that cool, chill music I had? This stuff. Damn, it's coming up midnight. I'll have to get off here in a couple minutes. Okay, we just gap right over. Disaster? Big gap flip disaster? Oh, he thinks they have nukes. The Middle Eastern music made me want to play Insurgency Sandstorm. What else is there on this map? Is there anything else? Oh shit, there's a whole area. Oh, what the heck? Oh, this is chill. Kind of a weird roof situation. Oh, that's annoying. That's really annoying. God, I hate that. I can't table. Like, wow. Sure, I might do that. Oh, God. Yeah, I meant to do that. Count it. Count those. What country am I from? I'm from Canada. No, come on. Okay, we're gonna do something cool here. Nope. Sick, I love that. If the world's going to end, I want it to be in my lifetime. You want to see it? That's a interesting take. Better be riding a layered frame? This is a layered frame, technically. Yeah, it's the BMX Streets layered one. God, I hate how twitchy this shit is. That's the line I'm going for right now. That'd be pretty wicked. Truck, manual. Damn, I popped into this nose manual so clean. And it's just like this weird, like I go to turn to the right and then I let go and then it like anti-turns me back to the left. The steering in nose manuals just still feels so weird. Sick. It's an old Daniel Tosh joke. Does sound like something Daniel Tosh would say, doesn't it? Oh, that's cool. No, yeah, put that beam right there so when I knock into it. On your next YouTube... Oh. Can I tag your YouTube channel in the description? Why would I do that? I don't think that would do anything for you. But yeah. There was a point in time where, you know, I used to say, like, people would ask for shout outs and stuff. And I feel like a lot of people do that. But like if I shout someone out in a video and then it does, if the video does well, then there's so many people being like, oh, well, I want a shout out too. So the only way to get shouted out on my channel is if like you like help me out with something. Like, you know, mod mappers get the shout outs. And vids anyways. Music people. God, we're really just doing whatever now, aren't we? Oh, how do you spin fast? Yeah, you just hold down on the right stick. I mean, I'm also using a mod that allows me to spin faster with the higher gravity. Not really sure what to do here. I keep changing it up because it's hard to get this. Okay. You'll make me some sick music? Alright, do it. You won't. No. God, this is so hard. Do it, Brad. Where am I hopping out of this? Seems like to the left. That's weird. Oh, so I don't hit that. I was... Okay. I thought I could maybe get some plants up on there. Interesting. You keep losing speed after 2 jumps. Are you pumping, Giga? Do you know how to pump? Oh, how do you pump in transition better? There should be a tutorial. If you play a tutorial, I would load that up right there. That'll help you learn pumping a little bit, but pretty much with the left stick, if you're just going flat ground, you can see when I hold the left stick down, my character goes down, and then when I push up, he stands up and he kind of jumps a little bit. So I just do that motion right there, like the down up through transition. So if it's up this quarter pipe, I'm holding down and pushing up through the actual transition part. You see I boost forward a little bit there. And the same with riding down. So even while riding down transition, I'll be holding down and then pushing up through. I have my pump multiplier increased a little bit. Just because I find with the higher gravity, you kind of just already flow around quite a bit faster. Like a lot of this, I'm not pumping at all, but I've got the pumping there. It can kind of, because you can pump on flat ground, so I've got it a bit higher, so it can save me a bit when I got really no speed and I want to just do a quick little pump to get a little bit more speed to hit something from fakie, but Oh, interesting. Nothing there. Yeah, this is kind of a weird spot. Tooth this maybe. Nose manual? Okay. God, my character's posture is just terrible. That landing looked pretty nice, but that bar just looked weird. Oh, you know what? I don't think I ever rode down this side. Oh God. What's the name of this map? I miss you loading in. It is Ole Way Remastered. I have not played this yet. This game's too hard for your smooth brain? Oh, we're our Willie now. Let's go. Oh, I got the slow spin speed. There we go. I need a baggier fit on, oh, I have definitely played this map. We were playing it earlier. Right? Am I thinking of the right map? Oh, maybe not. Oh, no, this is it. Oh, no, I've played this, just not on stream. Oh, this is cool setups. This looks like a Teku flat rail ride challenge if I ever saw one. Maybe like in a manual or something. He doesn't really. You could probably do that turn in a manual. Yeah, you could definitely do that. I'll leave that for Teku. I don't got the patience for that kind of stuff anymore. Or do I? Okay. How do I get a hold of you when I'm done? Who, me? Yeah, Discord. Just join my server. Just put a message there. I'll add you, Fox. I don't add everybody though. Fox has been a long time viewer. Very familiar with this gentleman. God, I hate that crank arms do that sometimes. I'm playing so much Mashbox. Nice. Whoa. Oh God. Add me, add me. Who, Ro? Do I not have you? Or are you just making fun? I remember the finding gaps in the pipe map days. Oh yeah. Oh, I know. You've been around for a long time. Damn, that was like 8 years ago. Finding gaps. I mean, I knew you meant. Oh my god, just barely hanging on. Sick. That's tight. Tight. Should you get the chicken bite? Oh, yeah, I was hot on the Easter eggs. I might have had insider knowledge about the Easter eggs. I can't remember. Oh my god, a roller coaster spot? Can you go to the map, intersection 3? Yeah, I could. I got it. Ooh, that's it. Auto rotation. Yo, Ro. Are you? I mean, yeah, it's the Ro mod. Are you working on anything to get rid of that if you're still here? Streets at the chicken bike. Oh, you're looking into it now? Nice. Oh. Thanks, bro. Yeah. It's... I mean, I can see how it would be helpful, but I'm finding it messing me up more than anything. And it looks bad to me. Like, the way it hit the body twists. And it makes sense, because I remember, like, the first time I saw that Scootex video, I was like, man, the character's body's doing, like, some weird rotating stuff. And I'd never seen that in this, so I assume maybe it was just, like, because it's a scooter thing. And maybe it still is, but playing this update with that, like, auto rotate, it's definitely that. Oh, this has actually, I remember riding this. This is a pretty fun little curve rail here. Snacky Man, what up? You thought you were going insane? Oh god, yeah, you can see that the character just does some weird twisting stuff. God, man, that's so annoying. Crank 180 over unlucky is insane, yeah. I'm always trying to do crank like over Smith. Or crank 180 crook, but it's so hard to line up the Smith. Be sick to 180 crook through that, but I don't think you can do really anything. Come over the border for BMX Day in Detroit next month. When is BMX Day? It's like July something, right? July 11th? Oh, there's the Smith. Ryan Williams is getting insanely street. This is a terrible crank arm. See if we can film a clip. It's been a while. No. What was that? Look at that crank flip. No, not this song again. It found me. Yo, Giga, thanks for the $1. I appreciate it. Shout out Giga. Blah, blah, blah. Genres, is there like a lo-fi one? Beats. Oh, wait. Lo-fi. No problem, yo. Appreciate it, Giga. Any chance I can get a shout out for my cat, Mika? Yo, shout out to Gingivitis' cat, Mika. You just want to know how to transition better? In, like riding transition in this game? God, it's been a while since I tried using the replay. God, the camera's fast. Oh, that's a weird transition between those keyframes. This is a bad angle. Technically, I think I'd want to be over here, but committed. Look at my handlebars change colors pretty much. They're like chrome here, and then they're white. Can be that, Alex. Rusty on Streets Replay too. It definitely feels like it behaves a little differently too. It doesn't feel smooth. Nice. Frozen. Okay, I'm gonna go one more spot for just a minute. Already streaming quite a bit longer than I was expecting to. Yeah, we could ride some ramps maybe. I think there was... Where's there? Intersections. Good bowl map. Someone asked me to go there. What's up to Dunkirk? Ain't played in a while. Oh, Coop's just hopping on. Oh man, my pump might even be a little bit too strong. Oh man, that's really pissing me off. I can't tabletop. Yeah, I just have too much speed in a lot of these spots. Could do the old manual pop. Didn't save me there. Oh, there's me. God, too much speed. No. Oh, God. God, yeah, like the way the body like twists like that is not good. Yeah, I meant to do all that there. Sure. Oh my god. That's a new update. Lots of tricks are bugged, mainly tables. I feel like the game overall feels smoother, but yeah, like some of the tricks being bugged and like this like spin assist thing that like twists your body really strangely if you're under rotated is really strange. And like when it kicks in, sometimes I'm still adjusting my rotation, so if you're spinning slow, which I mean I feel like I do a lot, so I don't really spin more than like 360s that often. So I feel like sometimes on like slow rotations it's like trying to adjust even though like I'm still manually adjusting it. Ooh. God, that looked nothing like how he did it at X Games. Yeah, there's like a, yeah, I think it's like the spin assist is also fucking that up for me. Ooh, yeah, just, yeah. The heli drone is insane. Just infinite nut shots, and sometimes it shows it, sometimes it doesn't for me. Oh, I think it's the ROM mods, probably got it turned off. you have the Paris? I might. I'm not sure, to be honest. Actually, no, I don't. I've never really been a big fan of the park comp maps. I have the simple session one. That one's pretty fun and flowy, but I've never really been a huge fan of like the maps that are strictly just like park setups. I find I'm really only ever riding the park maps that have like street or plaza sections also. I rarely ever just download a park specific map besides that newer one with like all the mega ramps and stuff. It's kind of fun, yeah. I mean, I'm just not really into like the ramp riding as much as I am the street tech stuff. I'm sure they're really good if you like doing that, but I kind of like these big open bowls where I can just like really rip around. I mean, you can in those maps too, obviously, but that's the one that Rortex made, right? Oh, that was Fees. Oh, that's the one Rortex made. That one's pretty fun, yeah. God, I can't believe I just missed that rail. No. Come on. .720 fly out of the map. Battle of Hastings map? I feel like someone was. Maybe it was Plastic Clay and then he just gave up. Because I think I saw he like just removed all his maps and which is too bad because he made some really sick maps, some of the better ones. Sick. Yeah, I know you can adjust the seat bars. I haven't done it in a while though. A lot of that stuff I find maybe it's different with the newest mod, but I like have to like set it up every time I swap maps, so I just can't be bothered, honestly. God, I want a table so bad. It's really pissing me off. I can't table. All right, I need to get off. It's been almost 4 hours and I'm sweating my nuts off. It's so hot in my office. But yeah, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I had an absolute blast. Let's just take a quick look at XGAMES website and see if they have anything on Salt Lake City next week. Do they have a schedule? Deadmau5 Sublime concert. I guess they don't have a schedule yet. But we will, provided the timing is okay, we'll watch Park Best Trick, Street, Dirt Best Trick. If it's on the stuff that happens on Friday, I might be busy on the Friday. Oh wait, full event schedule. Let's go. Schedule adjusted for your local time. Okay, here we go. No way. Oh, 5:45 p.m. on Friday. Okay, well, I should be home in time for that. Oh, then we can watch Dirt. Let's go. And then Saturday is Park. It's at noon. That'll be fine. I'll be around to stream then. The BMX Dirt best tricks. I guess we're gonna miss that one. And then Sunday we'll do that. 3 streams. This one's gonna be a short one, but okay, yeah. So yeah, guys, if you guys are interested in watching more X Games next weekend. Oh, actually, next weekend I don't think I'm home. No. Okay, I will for sure be around for this one. This one I will for sure be streaming. That's the one I care about the most. It's the one I'm the most interested in. So we can watch this and this together, I'm pretty sure. Saturday, Sunday. I might be around Saturday. I don't know. Definitely probably not Sunday, though. Damn, with the whole map of the joint. Street and Bark are together like that? That'd be interesting to see. I mean, it's just going to show highlights from Ventura, probably. Anyways, yeah. Yo, Giga with another $1, dude. Thank you so much. You've always wanted to get noticed by a streamer? Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. Enjoy the rest of your night, guys. We'll be seeing you guys next time.